If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell? If I could get you, oh my God! Look how that's like the devil! What the hell?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Yo,
African Champions League. Okay, we're at it looking at our leaderboard here. We are attending to our week 5, and we got ourselves a couple of nice matches along the way. First and foremost, we'll be seeing Eclipse going up against Aggressive Ops on our first game for today. Then we will be having a very crucial matchup on our second match for today. That will be S that will be going up against Legion. The top 2 spot, really what you want right now. So you need to be able to get this win here today. And I'm here with Onaga for today. Man, how are you feeling?
I am very good, thank you. Vitality, Kali, good to have, good to be here with you, and I'm here for all the fun. I'm sure you're here too for it as well.
Yeah, I am. And we're going to be starting our first game right away. So again, if those are just watching right now, we're going up again. We're going to be seeing Aggressive Ops up against Eclipse, and we're playing. Feeling about this matchup as we enter our first map for today, man.
Oh well, I believe that the aggressive ops will pretty much try to show the capacity that is needed. You know, they sort of tried their best in their last match. Hopefully, they'll be able to like go ahead. They're facing up a very strong team in the Eclipse Esports team, so it's going to be like an uphill task for them. Hopefully, they're able to surmount this, Kali.
Aggressive Ops, looking at their stats right now, right? They're only 1 win in terms of the map count, 11 losses, and it's hard to be the team at the lower standing, but it's okay. You're still playing, you're earning that experience, and someday you're gonna get there, right? And it starts here on this map as we open it up here for tonight. It is going to be a 5-17 our scoreline. Our last 30 seconds still going to be favoring Aggressive Ops, as they also have the favorable spawns for next, and that is going to be looking quite good as they look to have a bright day to start our first map.
Yeah, of course, 1917 anyways. They're not acting like it's going to be like a pushover for them. That's the aggressive ops team. Yeah, they won 1 map the previous time, and I'm pretty sure they're going to bring that same strategy in tonight's match. You can see 25-20 already, though the next heal is not looking favorable for them because you have the ECL team already all jam-packed in the next heal. 25-27 is the scoreline right now, and still counting in favor of the Eclipse team.
P2 is supposed to be very one-sided, but right now it is going to be contested by a team not on the favorable side of the map. Eclipse showing why their gunfights are clearly better, and it's very scrappy inside of the point, but now you're starting to feel it, not having that spawn, not able to flip it. Now it's going to be a punishment right in your face. You can see Archie, number 3 in blue, already having an equalizer invested, so that means they're off to a really great start for tonight, but it's going to take more than that as they go up against Eclipse, who is going to be breaking this one for the 3rd time. They're going to have to remain grounded. They're utilizing their operators just to make sure that they remain inside of the point.
Of course, 40-47. Next heal, you already have Yuki plays holding that heal with Ellie Uncle right there. Of course, he has a, I think that's Hate just right beside him, and they have control of this heal as well. Yuki plays a steal with the USS-9, of course, holding that heal like really strongly. I'm pretty sure the team on the other side, the team in blue, they also understand that this is not going to be a very easy one to break. So yeah, strategy here it's going to be. But then Yuki plays holding that point, holding it really tightly. There's a Shao there trying to break point. Seems like a Shao will go down to, of course, a Zeus shuts him down. Seems like they finally have control here. But 56-65 it is. Yuki plays coming back right now.
A great job just holding on the top floor. That's going to be Hate, but he's going to fall down. So you can see the spawns just flipping. Now in favor for Aggressive Ops. You're just really dealing with the last 20 seconds here. So if you're exclusive, you're just going to want to bring out as much as contest as you can. But as much as possible, you'd want to get that P4 Turtle Rocks in your position. But that's not what's happening for the night. As they are still trying to contest the last 5 seconds of that P3. Crucial for if they do want to flip that spawn, but now you're dealing again 3 operators coming in from the other end, and yes, you may have been able to get the spawns for next, but right now you're just kind of caught in between. So all of your player falls down. Aggressive Ops, they are going to be right beside the point, but now you start to bring out your operators here. Spyro is going to be invested here by Hate, and they'll be able to contest inside of the point.
Of course, they still have, seems like they still have control anyways. That's the Eclipse team not letting anything slip. Or it seems like Ashawo finally breaks point. Ashawo with the Type 19 right there shuts down the player on the side. Of course, is going to go ahead and shut down the player on the other end. It's not happening like that. He gets shut down himself, but they still have control. However, it seems like they're going to lose it anyways. They're going to lose it. That's Yuki plays right there, shutting down the player. Of course, they're able to break points. Yuki plays has control of that point right now, but that's not enough time because that's about like the last 5 seconds for the next eel. And the AO team already seem like they're pushing for like an early rotation right there, though that might not really pan out well because the Eclipse team, a more experienced team as usual, already seem to have control. Only a Shadow trying to break point right there.
You could tell that this team is far more experienced just by how are they able to managing to keep the score close, even if they are not the one early on rotation. And you can clearly tell that from that P2 to P4, despite not really having everything in their favor, they're still able to contest aggressive ops. They still had to bring out all their operators just to make sure that they remain intact within the hill. And now things are just starting to slowly change for Eclipse for the moment. They'll be able to maybe get this P2 spawn clearly in their hands, but also trying to play for the back 30 seconds of this P1. Hades still trying to make that flank work through chicken coops, and he's getting there, getting into the mix, but as he falls, his teammates are clearly in a great position on to next.
Of course, when it gets to holding that next point, every next heal, you would always find Yuki plays, moving in for that early rotation every single time. He's always there. It's there again. Of course, Shadow trying to break point as usual, gets shut down. Yuki plays still standing. Of course, gallantly there, ensuring that it doesn't make any slip. Danielu on the other end, shutting down the players, going for that rotation to the back. That's not going to work out for them. Of course, they're still standing there.
This is not
Predator
going to work
coming
now.
in for the player. Of course, it's not going to work, Ali.
Yeah, it is. Right
It's
now,
not gonna work.
Yeah, and Eclipse now we're going to lose spawns. They're still going to try to make the break on this P2, and honestly, I mean, you want to get every points in your favor and also try to contest this point so that the other team is not going to get any of those scraps easily. And that's the thing with the new meta for the hardcore. Ever since Elevate managed to win the World Championship 2024 over 4 months ago, everybody is starting to play the last 10 seconds because that thing compounds over time. Think about it, 4 hard points to get the 3 last 10 seconds is easily 40 points. So that's basically a money hill in the bag. And that's what Eclipse has been trying to deal with up against aggressive ops. And now they're starting to get their early rotations right. And this is where you're just gonna have to worry about aggressive ops because now you don't have the you don't have the nice positioning around the map. You don't got unlimited reinforcements, and your gunfights have clearly looked sluggish in terms of trying to make the attacks work. But now you see some life. You get your operators bring out. RG finds a triple on the feed, and now they're gonna make the break inside of the hill work, and that's gonna give Eclipse be spawning right back up on the left side of the map.
Of course, Equalizer gets shut down right there, and it seems like it's a turn. It's a turn back and forth for both players. It's going to be like the turn for the ECL team. We'll get shut down in hate right there, and it seems like the wisdom here will be to go in for the next heal, go in for that early rotation for the next heal. Yuki has his hands full, so he's not able to do that right now. It seems to be the man that does it every time, but then hate is there. Hate is there in point, holding that point at this time, taking that responsibility off of Yuki place this time. 145, 193. Hate still standing strong for the team right there. It seems like the operator skills are coming in. That's Yuki plays with a vortex right there, waiting. Cat and dog, cat and mouse situation right there. Zeus and the older spawn supply coming in right there to get shut down with the vortex. Of course, Ashi right there also gets shut down by Yuki plays. They still have control of that point. 145. They already gotten into the 200 mark. 218 is right now. Vitality Kali, what do you think?
I mean, it's just crucial that they get the P4. You just gotta have to invest a War Machine just to put yourself right back in and not allow Eclipse to get a little bit more time in that hill. Now you're gonna need to be asked to play perfect from this next few hills, and that Mazer has been absolutely amazing with that SMG. 36 kills to his name, along with Archie, who has brought in this equalizer and has found so much value off of it at the moment. Now Mazer on the kill feed finds a triple, and that is gonna flush out the points from Eclipse, and they're right back at the left side of the map. So a huge sign of a relief here for aggressive ops on the early attack of the first 20 seconds, but they all fall down, and now Eclipse is inside of the hill.
Of course, Eclipse, it is always Eclipse. Hopefully they're able to hold it. They didn't have, it's not so much time right now. It would be nice for them to hold it down towards the end, 233 and counting. They just need less than 20 points to close it right here. They shut down Zeus. That's 8. Sorry, they're onto shutting down Zeus. He gets shut down, and so Predator missile comes in. It's back and forth at this point. You know, it's the actions are really quick. 130, 180, 236, and it's still counting. Right now, they have a little bit of control. Hopefully, they are able to move in to that early rotation, because it's going to count down to that last kill, Kali.
You gotta have to win your gunfights from here on out. Just 9 more points for Eclipse to win this. Now they're gonna try to flip the spots before attacking the hill, and I think you're just being blindsided by the attack through Secret, and now that the team has stopped all the players around the gold bars, and now they're able to surround the point, and Ashad, the only last player inside of the point, falls down. The War Machine gets brought out by Danielo, and that should clear it up. A couple of more contests coming through for Archie, but he falls down. Just a couple more points to win, and Eclipse takes away the scrappy map number 1. A great job making this win work for them. Had a little bit of a hiccup in the early map. They were really coming in late on rotation, but still kept it close for aggressive op. But they just lacked that necessary gunfight coming through for one of their players who was holding the dead machine. I believe that was Zeus, if I'm not mistaken. It's just wrong because you were able to keep this close. If you take a look at the match details, you're able to keep it close with your players having 17, 19, and 15 on your bottom 3, 4, and 5. So if they could have supplied a little bit more gunfight in here, they could have won this, Onaga. Yeah, that is going to be it, right? So 250 to 195 for our first map. We'll be heading into Kurohana Metropolis right up next, and that is going to be a great map to play around. It's going to be a big map, pretty dark, so you're going to need to have laser eyes. Just make sure you spot out the players that is going to be on the longer ranges. But back to the Apocalypse map that we just played here, Naga. What do you feel? And from what we saw from the gunfights, it was heavily sided to Eclipse. And aggressive ops, despite the lack of gunfights, they still managed to keep it close. I think Onaga was EMP'd. I mean, HC was pretty good with it, right? 43 kills, a minute and 6. That was me. Like the first time I attended Africa Champions League, I believe it was day 2. I kept on getting EMP'd by one of the players. And it's just okay. It's a route patch. We're just going to get you guys through it. Once we have Onaga right through, we're going to ask him more questions about this. But yeah, this first map already done and dusted. And since this is a league, you're going to have to win to win the series, but obviously you're gonna want to play all 3 maps and score as much maps as you can get, because at the final day of the Africa Champions League is where we determine who's going to be playing on the grand finals. So far, standing at the top is going to be Ace Gamer, standing at 11 map wins, only 1 loss, pretty perfect on their series. Losses. They also got Triple S, which we'll be seeing playing today. They got 10 map wins, 2 map losses, and a 3-1 on the record. And the team that we're seeing just playing right now that is going to be Aggressive Ops. Currently now 1 win and 12, sitting at the number 12 in the league table. And it's going to be tough because you're going up against a capable team like Eclipse, who clearly knows how to win their gunfights. And we just saw that on the match that we just saw, right? Obviously, HC dropping a 43 kill bomb. Danielo had 36. Yuki, he played very well on the hard point along with that Hunter. They are averaging 2 minutes at this on that point. On the other side, which is more interesting, the team that scored 195 points on the match results that we got, Aggressive Ops had 3 players scoring under 20 kills, but 95, 50. Imagine the carrying that not Mazer and Archie was doing. It was a lot. And it's just amazing to see how a capable Aggressive Ops could be. It's just they just gotta sort out
There.
what their operators is
Am I in?
going to be attending to
Test.
once
Lobby,
we
lobby. I'm in the
are
lobby.
able to hit the search and destroy, which we are just about to play right up next. So you guys, if you're just watching, we're welcoming you to the Aggressive Ops versus the Eclipse best of 3 match that we got here. So we just saw Eclipse win it, and it's still pretty amazing to see. I'm still mind boggled about what I just saw on map number 1 because Aggressive Ops is playing it correctly, and I believe they got a chance to play this. Just kind of have to lock in, right? But I believe we are back. Onaga, are you here with
Yes,
us?
we're of course
Yeah.
we are back. Sorry for that break right there. Some of the things happened, but then yeah, I'm back. Well, I was saying earlier that the ad point match was really a fight for the Aggressive Ops team. They fought it. I said that we're gonna fight really hard. They fought. Yeah, all right. They fought really hard right there, but it wasn't enough to it wasn't enough to get them where they needed to be. They fought really hard. But then again, they're facing a more experience. They were facing a more experienced team. That's the ECL team, the Eclipse team. So yeah, that experience actually came to bear. Yeah, they got those about 138 right there, but that wasn't enough to get them through because they were facing a significantly mightier force, a stronger force in the ECL team. But let's see how they're going to do here back at Kurohana.
Kurhana is very dependent on only 2 things. First and foremost, for the opening picks, it is going to be the snipers. Second would have to be the SMGs. And there's a big debate that if you're starting on the defense, you'd want to include an MG42 or a Holger 26 to hold down that B bomb site. That's how we saw X-Rock play it back in the CTS High, back in the CDM Season 8. And they'd also have it being rock upon the firing range map as well. So pretty interesting. The game's Eclipse against Aggressive Ops. We're going to be starting with Eclipse on the defensive side. So it's crucial for you to be very balanced at this and just let Aggressive Ops just dictate where they want to go.
Of course. But then again, ECL, Yuki plays with those snipes. Gotta watch out.
Oh,
Of course, Zeus. Kali, you have to watch out for Zeus. Zeus with those snipes. Zeus has really excellent snipes. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be bringing it into play for the Aggressive Ops team tonight. But he's been shut down anyways. It's a 4v2 situation right now.
yeah, a bit of a slow start for him there. But I mean, if you're dealing with very aggressive opening that you just saw there for Eclipse, where they attacked right through mid, send out 2 players to get the first 2 kills. Now they're setting really the pace of this game. They're stacking way too much on the A side, leaving the B side wide open for Aggressive Ops to utilize, but at the moment they're still playing it safely. Just waiting for this attack to happen. Now they do give up hate on the B side. It's going to be on the long flank. And I like this angle from him. He should be able to spot the players coming through the short.
Of course, 3v2. ECL, UK play still standing here. Of course, still standing right there. Only a shout left to keep that team where they need to be right now. It's a 1v2 situation. Will Shao be able to, go ahead and clutch it for the team? He gets shut down, and that will be the end of the journey for that round for the AO team. So 1-0 it is right now on the journey to 7 rounds.
Defend the objective.
You're gonna need to really watch out for the aggressive opening that Eclipse is gonna try to throw at you, because aggressive Ops, they were not really expecting that, but here they throw a pretty default defense, a bit more stronger on the B side, but the opening going to be won by aggressive Ops. They're coming through from the flank, and it is going to be Archie trying to push through, but HC just too fast. Gets those 2 eliminations, but Zeus finally gets the trade. Eclipse are now on a deadbeat battle. It's a 3v3 situation, but with Zeus falling down, then Yellow with the shots, it's going to force aggressive Ops to back away for now.
Last man standing. Finish it.
Ooh.
Backing away. Backing away, aggressive Ops. Only not Mesa is left to actually back away right now. It's going to be facing a very significant force and 3 players on the ECL side. Well, that's not enough to get him where he wants to be. 2-0 right now. It is, and they seem to be cruising along. They have their foot in the door, like they have it heavily on the door, the Eclipse team right now, 2-0.
Defend the objectives.
Yeah, and they're not just stepping on the door, right? They're smashing it. They're trying to destroy that door right now with the 2 maps, 2 rounds that they win. And it's tough. It's tough to be aggressive off right now because you have been countered. And look at this. Heavy attack on the B side. They're able to find the first blood, but look at who they're sending around the back. It's going to be Hurts. That Hunter finds a double on the feed. And now Danielle is going to try to take a look. Hello, love, goodbye. A Chupas with a pistol, no way. Yep, he gets dealt with, but now the last 2 players coming through flank, they swing, and oh my god! The Chinese guy wins it! What?
The Chinese took it home! Anyways.
No way. You can't allow that to happen, man.
Well, it happened here back at the ACL, so yeah. We're started again for the 4th round, and players already getting shut down. It seems like it's not looking that good for the ECL try right now because they have 2 players already shut down.
Okay. Yep, a lot of 1v1 gameplays that we're seeing for Eclipse. And now they're paying the price for it. Zeus and Archie teaming up, getting the kills, cleaning up the B side. And it's all down to that Hunter. He's not going to get any clutch whatsoever. Aggressive Ops, after falling short on the first 2 rounds, has won the last 2. That is a great bounce back. You got 2 more rounds to play with, and that should give you a little bit more confidence in trying to be the initiator of the attack here in the first half.
Well, with the way they were playing, I hope we get to see like an overtime. We've seen overtimes like I think twice here that I've been here. I've seen overtimes. Maybe this might run into an overtime, who knows, but 2-2 it is right now. And just like earlier, the aggressive style from the ECL team already coming into play. Not Mesa and a Shower only left to keep that team where they need to be right now. A Shower needs to be very careful as a type 19. Of course, it doesn't get any heat. It's getting damage from the side. 2v2 is right now. A lot of respect coming on from both teams right there. Yuki plays for USS 9. You got to watch those corners. But Zeus is not alive, so yeah, Zeus is not in the game, so you pretty much shouldn't be worried about those snipes. But then it goes ahead to get the shutdown. It is 3-2 right now, and after that break, the ECL team finally takes another lead. Maybe it's gonna be close again, but who knows? We're going into the 6th round of the 6th round right now, Kali. What do you think is going to happen?
I feel like for Eclipse, I like that they're playing aggressive, but sometimes you think that they're playing way too much aggression, that it's costing them this rounds. But speaking of aggression, Archie just attacked there out of nowhere. And now the numbers favors Eclipse, and they are going to be +4, +3 on the numbers. It's only a Shao as the last person standing here. HC from the back, and a Shao is going to be falling down. So a 4-2 split in here for the defense. Eclipse are now going to be on the attack as we switch sides. And if the aggression that they've shown in the first half can be translated here, aggressive ops might be in trouble.
Of course, it's becoming tight. This is where all that pressure really comes into play. You know, that pressure gets to you. Hopefully they'll be able to check out that pressure and sort of get where they need to be. But that's Yuki plays again. Seems to be my favorite player, as I've mentioned him like 5 times here tonight. But he's doing really well for the team, but not well enough to get that where they need to be because gets shut down. Only Hez is left for that team right now. It's a 2v1 situation. The Chinese guy that got them where they needed to be earlier. Of course, Meza is also there for the AO team up against Ez. What will he be? Are we going to be witnessing a clutch tonight? It would be nice to go ahead and see that. But of course, Ez shuts down the Chinese guy, goes for not Meza, but not Meza says no. 4-3 it is right now. 4-3. 4-3 ECL. Not a very massive lead, not a significant lead at all. But then 4-3, a lead is a lead. I'm pretty sure they're going to take it.
Yep, definitely. So for aggressive ops here, you're just gonna want to do the same exact thing. Triple sending on the off street, and it works good for 2 eliminations. They do lose 1 player. They're still guaranteed a very solid caliber of player in Zeus holding down the A side. But it's gonna fall in the hands of that Hunter. So Eclipse have now opened up the bomb site. They're still gonna have Daniello on mid. He's gonna get attacked. Archie's gonna try to play aggressive through mid, spraying and praying all his might. And his teammates have made the rotation over towards A. Not Mazer on the trucks. Oh, he does not see him. The slide shot will not work. He falls in the hands of the Dead Hunter. And it's a 3v2 in favor for exclusive. Archie and the Chinese guy. Can we see them clutch it up? Chinese guy is holding a locust, so that's very deadly. If you see a guy like him, you already know he's going to be able to make a clutch up happen here. Oh, yeah, he just deletes Daniello. He's deleting heads at this point. Archie's going to make the attack on the corner. It's all up to that Hunter. 1v2 situation. He fails to clutch it, and Archie gets the last 2 eliminations to tie this game up for a piece.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Chinese guy doing a lot of work right there. 4-4. It seems like you take the lead, I'm going to close it. You take the lead, I'm going to close it. Is that what we're going to see tonight, or we'll see like a massive lead coming in from the night round tonight?
Smoke.
Anyways, we're going into the night round. That usual aggressive style coming into play as well. Chinese guy with the locust. Of course, it has a piece, so it gets shut down. They're being torn apart. Only Ez is left. So 1v1. Zeus up against Ez. Zeus up against Ez. Zeus with a Tundra right there. He has the advantage of long range. Of course, Ez needs to close in because, of course, a head shuts him down with the Fennec. The mighty fire rate, of course, of the Fennec ascended. Shuts him down right there. 5-4 it is with ECL in the lead.
The thing with that Fennec, it has been part of the meta since 2021. Just got outshined by the CBR4 and at some point the KSP-45. But it's still one of the best weapons out there. But the USS-9 has shown a lot more in terms of dominance in the medium range. So that's what's currently the team's preferred weapon on the SMG department. But if anything, though, aggressive ops are doing a pretty great job containing Eclipse. Just trying to one-up each other. But if we're trying to look at a single player, that's going to be Has, number 4 in blue. This guy's been sent by this team to play the long route every time, making him either the last person standing or the first one to get killed. And not Mazer is going to be able to read him out. That Lives Hate is the last guy standing. Can he use his anchor to just create so much clutch moments here? But it's going to be tough. It's a 1v3.
1v3, 8. Has to be very careful not Mesa, Shawo, and Chinese guy on the other side. They're not going to make any slip. They're not going to try to push and they're not going to rush. It seems like they have time. They have the advantage of time. They pretty much don't say that we're going to wait it out. It's up onto not Mesa who moves away, takes damage, but then of course he was going to get shot down. The whole team on the other side left. Three of them were waiting, and they did justice to that. Five it is right now, and on the journey to 7. We're going to see a direct 7 for either sides tonight, or we're going to be 5-6, 6-5, 7-7 all the way to an overtime.
There's a high chance an overtime gets played, judging by how these two are playing. Since the first map, it stretches out their trades. Number 2 in blue, Yuki play is gonna fall down in the hands of not Mazer, so that makes it an even 3v3 situation once again. That Hunter, I tell you what, has been pretty amazing. With 14 eliminations, gonna try to make a play through mid banks, and Zeus falls down, but again, Archie able to one-up, get the kill. But Chinese guy falls down, so now he's up to a 1v2. This is dangerous territory right here. You lose this round, you grant your opponent that game point advantage. They'll be 1 round away from winning this map.
Of course, Archie, right? Archie's a very experienced player when it comes to a situation like this. He's calm. He gets himself the locus because he has the USS 9. So yeah, I'm sure the man is ready to go. And it's gonna be fizzing off airs at this point. It doesn't get the shots. Keeps falling to, you know, not paying attention to those corners. I believe sort of cost him that. He had the advantage. He had the locus, and then the choice of what weapon to go on with. He kept switching weapons back and forth, where right there. And anyways, they're back into the 12th round for the match. 6-5 it is right now. We're going to be seeing an easy win for ECL, where they go ahead and just claim 1 point and, you know, close this so that we can move into the control match. But anyways, let's see how it goes. One player already shot down. Chinese guy already gone. That's one very remarkable sniper for that team. Archie back here, back and forth. A shower gets shot down as well. 4-3. Yeah, 4-3 is right now. Go ahead, Kali.
I mean, Eclipse, after playing so much aggression here, they've stopped playing aggressive. You split everybody at the spawn. They're just trying to bait aggressive ops to play the attack, and they're going to be able to reel one in. That's going to be Archie, one of the better players on aggressive ops at the moment. And as he falls, now this is a 3v2.
3v2 it is. Not Mesa still standing. Mesa seems to be the man that, you know, the bulk of the times, one of the last men standing for the AO team almost every time. AO, it seems like he's the only one standing right now. It's a 1v1 situation. It's up against 8. Also another very experienced player. 8, another very experienced player right there. That's scoping, crouching, not wanting to make any sleep. If he's able to pull this, that will be the end of the match, and of course ECL is going to take it. But then I'm not sure that not Mesa would let that happen, you know, that easily, because of course he goes ahead and shuts him down. 6-6 it is. 6-6, and we're on to another tie.
Overtime. And then Hunter 16 kills. You got Hate with 11. On the other side, you got Not Mazer 13 kills. There's so much things to do now. A race to 2 points. Just gotta have to fix that mindset and just think it's just going to be the start of the game. Earn yourself those first 2 rounds. Now, aggressive ops did a great job picking this one out. You can see Eclipse. 4 of their players are going to be at the B side, but played around their food for too long. They go when the Chinese guy gets eliminated. But Zeus able to come up with the kill. He takes down the best player on the lobby in that Hunter as they try to make a play to swing that bomb over towards the A side.
We got the bomb.
Yeah, of course, it is a 2v3 situation right now, and each player have to be very careful. This is overtime. Of course, a shower gets knocked down right there. and
Wow.
ECL has been torn apart again. It's 6-7. It is after the overtime. Swinging the way of AO. I wouldn't be surprised if AO takes this, the S&D map. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
If they do win this, it's their second map win of the season, so that's going to be a great rejoice. Well, Zeus won them that last round. I mean, one sniper kill towards mid, switch up with that pistol, slid in smoothly through the DMs, and was able to raise up the second player alive there for Eclipse, and just fell down like fly. And Aggressive Ops now up by 1 round, close to getting their second map win of the season, so just gonna have to keep it patiently waiting around the bomb sites. Let Eclipse play the attack and not get dictated by the pace.
Each player, each team has to pretty much respect each other right now. You can see it from the way they're playing. No player down yet. No player down yet. Everyone pretty much just trying to be very careful not to make any sleeps.
Nade. Oh my god. First bloods. There we go. That's going to be Zeus and Danielo getting 1 kill apiece. Zeus, you were calling it, man. He's definitely one of the top guys in this lobby. Takes that Hunter's head. Gives him a nice haircut. That's going to be a mohawk for him. 30 seconds remaining for Eclipse to make the attack. And Aggressive Ops, they're trying to make their move now. Yuki plays. Gonna get traded out. Hate is gonna plant that bomb on the A site.
Bomb has been planted.
Has is going to be so far out, but he gets to make a flank work here. If not, Phaser is gonna fall in his hands. It's now a 2v2 situation. Aggressive Ops, the opportunity for them to make this win work and get their second map win of the season now lies beneath this last player standing in Has, who's gonna get the kill onto Asher, while Archie going to have sights onto Has. 20 seconds left. He's got the USS line in his hands. It swings. Has is making the pressure aggressive.
Whoa!
And Has is gonna win it. And it's another tie game. Wow.
Come on.
Defend the objective.
Come on.
They have the
Come on. Anyways,
Crazy.
it begins and ends. It's not, it doesn't seem like it's their time. It's 7-7 right now in this overtime. Now the target is now 9. And it's tie again, 5-5.
What teams?
And to 8 gets shut down for that team.
Ooh, wow.
4-5 it is.
enemy has the bomb.
Oh my god. I mean, I tell you this. I for sure Eclipse, they're gonna win this round, but the place that Zeus has been playing, you're trying to get the opening pick with the sniper. He's been able to convert that so well, man.
Yeah, he's a very talented player. He's shown that over and over and over again. So, yeah, big ups to him. But it's a 3v1 right now, and not Mesa would have to carry this responsibility. That's not able to carry so well. So 8-7 is right now in this journey to 9 and overtime.
They had a great opening pick. I'm talking about Aggressive Ops, but they just could not convert. They could not enter the B site. You know why? Because of the nades, the smokes. It was enough for them to get. It was enough for them to hesitate on that last round. And now they're right back on the defense. It's a 1-1-3 split, but no players from Eclipse are trying to attack, and it's going to be the same play as they did for the past overtimes where they're on the attack side. They want to play it slow, reel the fish in, bait them out, and then you get the kill.
Of course, 5-5. The kills are coming in right now. Both teams are being very careful not to make any slips as usual. Yuki plays. Watch those corners. Watch them really well. 4-4 it is right now, and it's a lot of pressure. You can see this is like someone said in chat, it's an absolute cinema. It's an absolute cinema we're witnessing here.
Man, this is
An
what
absolute
seed?
cinema.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive is what? Number 12, and you got Eclipse at number 8, and they're fighting like their life is on the line here.
8-7 is the 4-2 right now in terms of life count, and 4-1 is not Mesa, the usual last man standing. It's not looking rosy for the AO side. Of course, they've been torn apart. 9-7. It was at the end of all that drama back there, and of course, the Eclipse team have shown why they are. Fair and 9-7 at the end of it all. Back in S&D, ECL took that map home.
It was pretty close. It was pretty close. You just love to watch the series right here because it has been all pretty close games. But Eclipse, it just shows that they're better with the experience. They know how to close it out. But aggressive ops are able to keep themselves very uh matched in the level in terms of execution. They're even able to force overtime. At one point, they're one round away from winning their second map of the season, but it was just not it. They could not close it out. They choked one round and it led to the
Didn't
other,
convert.
allowing Eclipse 3 rounds straight to win. So ice the game.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, they have like the really quality players, aggressive ops. I've given it for Archie, Zeus, not Mesa, the Chinese guy with those really good snipes. But they didn't really get that reward in terms of how much yeah, of course, they choked it at some point right there. They didn't really get the reward in terms of going ahead to get the win. Otherwise, it was really excellent gameplay from the aggressive ops team. You have to give it up for them. The switching sides right now, but then again. ECL, Danielo, Yuki plays Hate, Hez, and of course, Dead Hunter. Excellent gameplay from that team. And they deserve that win, of course.
The Hunter, more specifically, was the playmaker in the middle of the series, middle of the game that we played here. I mean, every time we saw him around round 8 to up to round 12, was able to get at least 2 kills per round, which is insane, knowing that he's been playing pretty aggressive. And the team showed what their true moments are. Right? They're built for playing overtimes. They're able to close the game with everybody getting at least 10 kills and up. Now for aggressive ops, they basically did the same thing, just that they lacked the required approach when they were on the attack side. That the round that they lost, I believe it was round 14 or round 15. That round where they were on the offense, where they tried to push around the B side, but they hesitated because of the nades that
Mm-hmm.
were being thrown out. They were stuck there. They could not rotate out. And the next thing that they knew, Eclipse was at the flank. So they were really pressured.
They were,
They,
of
they, they
course,
lost it because
they
of
were
that.
closed and they were devoured. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. They should have shown a bit more confidence, I think, in terms of, and then again the same strats over and over and over and over all the way. But anyways, like I said, I think Eclipse Gaming came in more hungry tonight. 250, 195 for the hard points, and 9-7 back there at Kurohana section destroy, all gone the way of Eclipse. Now we're going into control, and it's going to be happening at Raid. Raid is a map that both teams should be very well accustomed to. Hopefully, do you think this is where the AO team finally get a map tonight? Will they finally go ahead and, of course, get at least one map tonight, or would Eclipse Gaming be sweeping all 3 maps, looking at how they've played so far up until this point?
I think this game is going to be pretty close. but Eclipse is still going to win it, sadly, because they've shown the grit. And what the two maps could tell about this game is that they know how to close things out. So my best bet would still be Eclipse winning this map, but I love what I saw for aggressive ops, despite them being down at the lower standings, specifically number 12, the very bottom, man. They're still able to put up quite a great fight on the last two maps that we played. So I wouldn't expect them to win this control raid, but I expect them to come down swinging and giving Eclipse a very hard time.
Of course, hard time it is, but then we're going into control raid.
And yeah, we're here. We're heading into the control raid. By the way, again, this is our goal. This is going to be our last map for this series. Eclipse has won the last two maps. That's going to give him the serious win. But for aggressive ops, just want to get a win badly. Just, put yourself in the best spot possible to try to get some momentum to carry over your side. Become the time that you're going to be playing in the coming days. But now, as we started on the first round, it is going to be Eclipse halting the attack side. They lost the first two of gunfights. They're all going to fall down, and they sent out 3 players right through mid. So that's a brilliant attack, because that eventually grants you access to all 3 lanes possible. But right now, they're trying to take that B side hit, and so far, it has not been working. Never mind.
Yeah, it's of course it's not going to work. AOE is seems to have a little bit of a upper hand back at that B flank. Contest coming in back and forth. Archie right there shutting players down left, right, and center. He gets shut down himself. They have to be very, very conscious of the life count and the lives that they're throwing away. 15-19 it is right now, and it's a missile coming in from Ez right there. He's able to shut 2 players down, 13-16. It seems like in terms of life counts, it's looking good for the ECL side. They've been able to manage the resources that they have, in their disposal so far.
And it's not just that. I mean, map awareness is something that teams somehow lack in every region, right? But this team, Eclipse, they know how to get it done. They're trying to push through laundry side while also trying to maintain the mid-map presence. They keep on sending someone out there. It doesn't matter if they live or die. For as long as we send someone out there, trades are bound to happen, and that's what they're going to be doing here. Yuki Place is going to get sent to play the kitchen. He's got hate around his back to make this attack work. And they still got number 4 has holding down laundry side. So every kill that they get, everybody's gonna spawn at the basketball court, and it's bad because you're about to get your ankles broken by Eclipse if you do not win any more gunfights here. Aggressive ops are now being spawn trapped. They only got 5 lives left, and everybody is stacked on the A side. So this could be an easy flank from Eclipse. And the operators are about to cycle in, and Hate has got himself a Sparrow. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make that utilization on this map, on this round 1, because basically they can get this through kills already.
Shower it's not looking good for them, but then it's not going to deter the player anyways. But it gets shut down. Only 1 player is left right now on the, and that's not Mesa again. Of course, with the War Machine right there. War Machine be able to do any good? Is being flanked. I think it's Yuki play back behind. Yes, it is Yuki plays that shuts him down at that final moment. 4-1 it is on this journey to 3 rounds.
That's really great for us to have, right? For Eclipse, they just really know how to play the attack side there. They failed the first B attempt, but they persistently tried to push through, and eventually aggressive ops, their defense just crumble in the hands of the gunfights and sheer will from Eclipse. And now we switch sides. Aggressive ops, they'll be attacking the B side, but here comes the big guns. You got the operators now available for Eclipse, and that Hunter brings 1. The Claw is not going to be great value, but they still got 4 more operators that will be available for them to use. But for this moment, they seem to look like they want to give up the B side and just focus on the A defense here.
Of course, focusing. You have to come up with a strategy that works. When it doesn't work the first time, pretty much go ahead and change the strat. It seems like they're doing that. It seems to be working for them. 21, anyways. They're tied in terms of life counts, but then it's tilting the way of ECL again. Like I said, they know how to manage these resources really well. They have control. That's a hit right there with the Sparrow. He gets shut down. He's not able to do any good with that Sparrow because Zeus came in on time back there. Zeus came in on time back there. Danielo is getting shut down from the point. They're pushing them really, really hard, this AO side. 17-14 it seems like it is going to be a problematic one for the ECL side. 15-13 it is right now. They're trying to, cap that point. But then the contest seems to be coming in back and forth. Right there, Archie takes control, gets shut down. Zeus is also there, still, dealing those very excellent snipes. 1 it is 11-10. And players are getting shut down. We're going to be seeing the determination of this round pretty much soon because, players are going down left, right, and center. 8-10 is in terms of life count.
The Hunter is playing very well. 3-4 in a row. This guy's going ballistic. Almost gets 5 eliminations straight, but now he's made all the difference. And Aggressive Ops are now down to their last 3 lives. They got an operator to work around with, and that's Zeus with the Annihilator, but what can you do with only 3 members? When the other team has got 9, a +6 advantage, and Hez is going to be flanking, getting the kill onto Not Mazer, and look, that's 2 round wins straight coming through now. 1 round away in winning this overall map, and the series is Eclipse.
It doesn't seem like they're getting stopped anytime soon. Doesn't seem like the stop is getting coming in anytime soon. They're already in onto a very, very early start. 29-27 anyways. It is with Archie getting this first 2 kills earlier. They're gonna move in. Gonna move in and try to go ahead and, of course, capture those points. It will be very important, to sort of go ahead and do that. Let's see what's happening back here. That's a Chinese guy, of course, with the DRH. Chinese guy with the DRH at scoping, trying to make sure that he has like as much. Yeah, knows the players are coming in from money room. That's Yuki plays, peeking there, peeking. He's not able to get that shot, gets a bit of damage. Yuki plays knows he's there. He's been shut down by Hairs on the other side, who moves in. Contest back and forth at the swimming pool right there. It's not there's not enough advantage for a double cap, so they pretty much are just going to focus on that A flag and go ahead, of course, and cap it. 21-18 it is. 21-18. It's tilting the way. Surprisingly, it's actually tilting the way of the Aggressive Ops side because they have enough resources at this point. 2017 it is.
And yep, it's looking pretty good for Aggressive Ops in terms of the map control. The transition to the A to the B side is in. But Eclipse, they're trying to send out everybody to attack Laundry. And the problem here is that everybody that falls down on Laundry side, they're going to be back at the basketball court. And look who is going to be waiting there. That is Yuki Plays and the crew. The Hunter, though, does not get the read there. So Eclipse are kind of caught in between. But Hans makes the play, gets 4 kills in a row. Now they can make the attack work. And they should be able to get the read on the Not Mazer as well, who falls to Hans as he's got 8 kills straight, and that opens up the B side. They are now getting the capture. That Hunter and everybody on the team has got themselves an operator to play around. They should be able to clear this one up. Aggressive Ops gonna have to make it work, but they all fall down. They're right back at spawn, and they only got 5 lives remaining. All of the operators are going to be dumped there by Eclipse. That should seal the deal. That Hunter right through the Laundry side and all the way to the mid-map. They're going to try to spray and pray, and they're going to hit their shots. Has going to fall down, though, but they still got 4 more players alive. Not Mazer trying to clutch this. He needs to find the right time to take down the guys on the driveway, and where he's able to find one, but he falls, and that is going to be it. Eclipse takes the series as well as the map win. That's going to be sweep all across the board.
Excellent, excellent. You have to give it up for the Eclipse team. The way they've handled themselves, all right, from the half point match down to the middle back there. Yeah, but they had a little bit of contest back at the S&D Kurohana, but they've shown that they've got the capacity to sort of trump this team over and over and over again, and they've done it. They've shown that capacity here at the control match back at Raid, and you have to give it up for them. ECLW Eclipse team. They deserve, they're showing that they deserve to be in this league, and they're showing that really.
That's just basically what we should. That's what we were expecting Eclipse to do on the start of the map,
Of course.
on Apocalypse start point. But yeah, still great fight that AO was able to showcase for this one. They may have not taken a win, but again, they've kept 2 games close, and they should just have to, get back to the drawing board, see what is going to be the adjustments that they would want to utilize as they head on towards their next game. And as we completely wrap this up, 250 to 195 is the score on our Apocalypse Hardpoint. 9 points to 7 in favor for Eclipse on Kurohana Search and Destroy, and a quick 3-0 for Raid Control, and that is going to be our first series of the day.
Of course, first series, ECL takes the whole map. It's not surprising anyways, because it seemed like it was bound to happen. We're just hoping that we're just hoping that AO will go ahead and just show some muscle. It's good to see that they were able to do that back there at SND. But anyways, one team has to take it, and it was ECL for the night. Yeah, we are going to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're pretty much going back to the next series for the night.
Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che, oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell? Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che, oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell? Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che, oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell? Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che, oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell? Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che, oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell?
Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's the next series for the night, still back here at the ACL African Champions League. The previous match we saw AO going up against ACL right there where they were trumped of all three matches. But right now we'll be going into Legion versus SSS. And these are the maps, of course, the modes for tonight. Hacienda firing range, of course, Arsenal, three maps that this players are very well accustomed to. Hacienda for hardpoint firing range, SND, and of course, Arsenal for control. What do you think about this map, Peaks Kali?
Oh man, if you talk about this maps, it just brings so much competitive action into play. I mean, obviously Ashenda Hardpoint last year has had the best and the most has had the best moments and being the most played map in the competition all around the regions of the world. And also, same thing can be said for the firing range Search and Destroy. So I believe these two teams are capable enough to have their own strats. It's just that who's going to have the better execution and the better outcome in terms of the gunfights. Because if you're talking about the whole thing, the Africa Champions League, Ace Gamers, they're standing at the top one, and they're
Say what?
pretty
The map is
dominant
up.
with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Triple S.
Yeah, I was
It's
trying to
going to
get
be
in. Sorry.
10 wins, 2 losses on there. You got Legion going to be on the top 4 with 8 wins and 4 losses. So the teams that we're going to be watching right now are not just any team. They're at the top of the leaderboard. So you're going to have to expect intense gameplays. And it's Triple S. They got themselves a lot of talent, man.
Of course, it is SSS. I'm pretty sure every eyes will be on Triple S tonight. A very solid roster, very solid team. They've been here over and over, and they've proven themselves back and forth every time they come here. They put everything they've got into the field of play. But then again, you still have the Legion side that are not a pushover team as well. You can see as it goes on the league table right there, you can see their fourth place. SSS, second place back there. These are the giants. These are the top tier guys when it comes to the African Champions League. They've proven themselves since the start of the league till tonight. They're going to have an opportunity to sort of show us what they've been able to, when these things happen, when the matches get played, the possibility that the players, the teams are going to go back and watch these matches again, see areas where they need to improve, see areas where a little bit of adjustments need to be made back and forth. I'm sure both teams may have should have done that, and they'll be coming in to show us something different tonight. Legion is not a pushover team as well, but I know that all eyes will be on SSS tonight to see what they're going to be bringing to the table.
I was able to watch this team a couple of days back, and I just gotta say that they really know how to time their aggression and their passiveness. So if they could calculate that once again here, especially in the search and destroy that we'll be playing on map number 2, they'd be able to have a great time here. After all, this is a team that only lost 2 maps on the 12 games that they have played in the overall seasons. And moving forward, they'll be looking to try to maintain the top 2 spot, but it's not going to be that easy. As you've said, Legion are not any pushovers. They are here to fight. They want to get the top spot as well, and they're currently sitting at the number 4. And they want to get as much maps as possible, because that's how we compute who's going to be part of the top 2 and who will be playing on the grand finals. So right now, you got a chance to dethrone a god, and you just gotta have to lock it in.
Of course, both teams have to lock in. Locking is, but we're here for it. Luckily, we'll be casting the heat from here. We'll not be in the field of play experiencing this heat, but then it's the responsibility of the players to sort of go through it all and show us what they've gotten, what they've got for us tonight. And the Legion side, of course, there are these are very familiar faces, the Legion team, of course, SSS as well. The players, they're very well known, the capacity is well known, and yeah, it's all left to what's going to be happening tonight, how they're going to go ahead, go into those matches, and of course, come back with whatever results they're going to be coming back tonight will depend on how much they're able to put into the field of play tonight.
I want to know how the viewers feel about this matchup right here, because this one is going to be the marquee matchup of the schedule, and it's Legion and Triple S that we're talking about here. So do let us know in the comment section who you guys support and who do you guys think will be winning, because this one's going to be a banger of a matchup. And what I love here the most is that we're playing maps where teams are equally strong. And we started with Hardpoint Agenda as our map number 1. So obviously P1 is going to be back and forth scrappy, but as you head on to P2 to P4, that's where most of the game is going to be quite one-sided. So you're going to have to really invest in saving your operator skills on some of these points to be able to hold it down and score money hills.
Hardpoint identified.
Yep,
Of course, we're going into S and D. There you go. Yes, of course. There you go. Avatar, they're getting shut down. It seems like it is the SSS side, oddly back there with the Type 19. They have control of this first hill, and they're already pushing the lead. But it's not going to look like it's not looking like something that's going to go all the way, because they've been stopped in their tracks right there to 7. It is. It's still very, very early on in the match. Oddly still holding, that position, still holding it really strongly back there. Got shots to player down. The SSS already showing the capacity that they made of. They have really good understanding, of this map, and they seems to be the trade-offs back and forth, but they seems to be sitting on a very good lead right now early on in the game.
After watching so many Hacienda hard points in the eastern region and on the west, I could only tell you this: if you want to attack on P1, you gotta attack through open, and that's how SSS was able to make sure that they get 21 points off of that P1, and they just quickly stack that P2 right through Trophy, but they all get gunned down by Legion. And yep, nice cut down for Avatar, bending the bullets right through SSS faces, and they're going to be taking the first 15 seconds of this P2.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint
Of course, first 15 seconds for SSS already there. They seem to be very, very swift on their feet. Oddly back and forth holding that point, really strong instinct back there. Of course, that's Avatar trying to, so go ahead and break that hill. He understands that it's not going to be a walk in the park, because he gets shut down by Instinct, who is also AO back and forth, also holding, holding that spawn traps and holding it really strong for the team. Instinct back there shuts down Giras from the Legion side. They're already moving in for the early rotation, but the LGN side also understands that that heal will be very, very critical for them coming back into the game. 40-54 it is, not a very significant lead, but it seems like the LGN side have control of this heal right here. 41-54 it is in terms of yep.
The score is still pretty close, and that's what you're gonna have to expect on this matches that we got here tonight. Now, operators are so vital on this position on the map. Yeah, he's just trying to get all this. No operator value whatsoever on the hands of Triple S. So now it's Legion's third to try to score Monty Hill here. Everybody's split spawning for Triple S. They're gonna have to win their 1v1 gunfights, and they do have to bring out the Predator missile just to alleviate the pain that they're feeling. And they're right back inside of the hill, but Legion still stands strong on the power positions, and they're right back inside the hill for a counter break. And Vector gonna be spraying, good for 2 eliminations, but Triple S gunfights held strong, looking to claim the last few seconds of P3.
Yes, few seconds. SSS showing what SSS is, a special suicide squad, and they're living up to their name, but it seems like course, that's Deedly back there with the Annihilator. Will the Annihilator be able to do? It's very good to see, those very beautiful Annihilator kills. The shots were down by Garrus. Weren't able to see more than one of that, but the Legion side seem to have control at this point. That's Grace right there with the Purifier. Shuts down 3 players right there. Goes ahead to knock another one down. Shuts him off. That's not enough to give them control of this heal, because Grace, that Purifier is still working overtime. Purifier times out. LGN in points, pushing the lead. 76, 78 contest coming in back and forth. It's not going to be a walk in the park for them. The SSS side comes in hot. 76 Predator missile coming in from Grace right there. Collects the point for them. 77, 82. SSS are not going to let this slip through their fingers. 74, 87. It is. They got shutting down back and forth. Early rotation will be very important at this point. But then Garrus shuts down Instinct back there. 74, 88. They're moving into that next heal.
Yep. Yeah, beautiful transition that you got there for Legion from P4 to P1 reset, but they just could not hold on to the second floors. Those 4 corners, you need to be able to have full control on it before you even step inside of the point. That's one thing that they lacked as they tried to focus on the early 10 seconds on the fountains, and they all get gunned down by Triple S. Now it's Toxic making the plays, and he's gonna have the highest skills in the lobby along with Garrus from Legion. So that's really the players that have been able to shine so far and has made this game a great wonder of a contest. Very scrappy fight that we are seeing. Last 13 seconds still gonna get contested by both squads. You want to be able to have a couple of operators available on P2, and greatly for these 2 squads, they got 3 of each. So who's gonna have the better operator is going to be the main question as we gear up for a P2 opening.
P2 opening. SSS already there. Deedly as usual, holding that point. As usual, it's always, it's always the solid rock they have, holding, that heal. Of course, they're pushing the lead ahead. Deedly goes ahead, shut down the player right there. That's Avatar trying to bend into the heal, but the bending is not going to go as planned, because you have Vector there with the Sparrow knocking those players back and forth. Vector coming back. He's been sent back to spawn, coming back right now. It seems like the LG and have a bit of control. Avatar back there. Avatar trying to bend as usual. He gets bent. Grace also still there, giving that support. They're getting turned apart left, right, and center. That was Toxic there. It seems to be like it's very, very swift, calling these actions, calling them play by play, because they're getting into, they're sitting on that 100 mark right now. This is where the pressure actually gets to set in. That's where the pressure sets in. 109, 139, and they're pushing the lead further. We have Instinct already there for the next heal. Grace also coming in for the LGN team.
Yeah. Now it is looking like, Triple S are starting to outpace Legion. If you're looking at the gunfights, they've been able to win it. Diddley going to be the only player alive, and the point is trying to play with his life, but he's gonna fall. But his teammates going to be able to resupply inside the hill. Legion are trying to full stack this just with raw vanilla guns, and they've been able to make the contest happen. But now that the full wave comes through for Triple S, they'd be able to hold in the next 15 seconds unless we see an operator invested. Avatar gonna bring out the equalizer. Everybody on the outer fence, and he gets countered. A wasted operator usage there. Triple S are going to continue to grow the points in this hill.
Of course, they will continue to grade as usual, and it's already time for the next heal, and early rotation going in for Instinct. I'm pretty sure that Grace will be there as well. That's Avatar, the bender. I think the bullet bender at this point, it gets shut down, and it seems SSS, Triple S as you call it, have control right now. Triple S with the control. That's EO back there. All players in points. Avatar trying to bend as usual. Goes in, sends a player down. Avatar has a bit of control, but then it's not gonna be something that will be a walk in the park for them, because they get sent back and forth. Grace is back with the Purifier as usual. Grace is back with the Purifier as usual. Those operator skills have to be invested at this point, and Grace is investing this really wise. They're going in for that spawn trap, and no player on the other side gets shut down. A waste of waste of an operator skill, as you call it. 137, 170. It is the SSS squad pushing really hard, trying to make sure that they have control, of this hill and to push their lead where they need to be. Grace right there, experienced player. Here's cutting that spawn supply and trying to ensure that they don't get the needed advantage back here at this hill. We're going back to P1 again. 145, 174. Contest still coming in hot, coming in back and forth. Grace back there has control, but it's not going to be the usual work in the park. It gets shut down. Diddley on the other end trying to go in for that spawn trap, gets shut down as well by Grace. Back and forth. 150, 180. It's not looking like what we expected that was going to happen. For me, I thought it was going to be like a very easy run for the SSS team. You can see from the reaction, they had voting polls a lot, about 80% on the side of the SSS, but it seems to be like an evenly matched game since the beginning up until this point.
Tied for the lead.
184, 180 it is right now, and of course
Hostile predator missile.
Predator missile from Grace. It seems to be calling those
Be advised, hostile hunter killer drone.
Okay, so like it seems like we lost something, right? But hey, this game's pretty close. It's 200 to 193. We're still gonna try to sort this thing out, but this comeback that we saw for Legion on that P1 was huge, and now Triple S going to be on the back 30 seconds of this P2. Eeyore still has got that War Machine that should suffice, and holding out the attack on the driveway, but Vector slips through, finds 2 eliminations, but the team still does not have enough numbers. Supply set at a point to contest this last 10 seconds. Triple S are slowly reaching 250 point mark, but Legion gonna stop that on the last 4 seconds. They're also trying to rotate onto New. They got 2 operators available here. They might be able to come back from this, but they got to win by taking the power position here.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Of course, they have to, get there in time. Legion not making it easy for them at all. Contest coming in back and forth. That's Diddley right there with the Annihilator, gets 2 kills. 2 kills with the Annihilator. Of course, it goes ahead, shut another player down. That was Grace going down to him right there. 3 kills right now. That's that on the other side. Therefore, he's open to him. He's able to get that one as well. 4 kills with the Annihilator. 5th one with the Annihilator. Diddley working overtime. Diddley working overtime, trying to secure this win for, of course, all the team members of the team trying to secure this win for the SSS. The Triple SI 210 to 38 at this point, but the contest still coming in on from the Legion side. Grace with the Purifier as usual. Not able to get those skills. Pretty much trying to secure EO right there, shutting both players down. 220, 239 is right now. The contest are coming in hard. They're not gonna make it easy at all. Early rotations coming in, and Grace is already there as usual.
No operators available here now for Legion. They're gonna have to win it with their gunfights. The break happens with Toxic getting the Sparrow in his hands, finding 3 eliminations. That sends out Legion by so much, and now you're gonna have to deal with only a couple of players. But the nade from Grace takes down Charisma and Instincts, and Legion are still right in the game. Nades comes out, and that resets Triple S. This might be a comeback into making. Avatar makes the play, takes 4 players down. And Triple S are going to spawn on the boathouse. They got a War Machine to play with. That should help them make the break work inside of the hill. But Legion are still in it to win it. Number 4 in Avatar. He's bending the bullets. Able to take down 2 players, but he buys time for his teammates to resupply inside of the hill. They got a They've got themselves a Predator missile to help. That takes down 2 players. 240 to 244. It's not yet done. We're moving up to P1.
Of course, they just need 1 point to close it. Now the triple S side, is this where they finally get it? Seems like a diddly as usual, as they're a very unlucky one for the Legion side. The comeback was coming really hot right there, but it didn't come on time. Very, very unlucky indeed, but you have to give it up for them. 240, 240, 250, just 10 points apart. That was excellent gameplay from both teams. Excellent gameplay. EO, Toxic, Diddley, good one from the Triple S team. They've shown their capacity again, but that was a very good match to watch.
Yeah, it got me out of my seat. Now I'm fully awakened. Man, that's what I needed. Triple S Legion really living up to the hype. Man, I tell you what, Legion Avatar was really making the plays on that P4, and Triple S just was able to get ahead of that P4 because of the operators that they got. I mean, they had to bring out the Sparrow, they had to bring out the War Machine to get multiple kills to send Legion back away from the enemy hill, from the spawn, from the hill. But honestly, it's just how you try to play the game. At the end, you gotta have to play the point, and Triple S just did it a whole lot better if you take a look at the stats.
Yeah, of course, they had more times in the point, and that's actually very important. That's what you need to sort of get the win. 240. If only, Grace choked a bit of, I think once or twice, choked that purifier, but it kept coming in over and over and over and over, holding it strongly, getting that early rotation for the team, holding the point really strongly. Purifier cutting players down on the SSS side. That was Grace doing all that work back there. But then you also have to give it up for Avatar. I don't know what is bending, but it seemed to have been bending a lot in that match. LGN team did really well, but SSS took it home tonight. I think that's going.
Absolutely. And also for what you said, I'm just gonna have to back you up on that for Grace. Grace with the Purifier was just so unfortunate. Yeah, had so many misplays there. And looking at the prop score, he had 0 points on the operator skill. But I'm sure he scored a little bit of kills in there. But yeah, it's just a rough play. Legion had the off start. They had to bounce back from that mid game. Then Triple S had another pull away game that they had to come back. They had the lead, but they just could not nag it because Triple S had the operators at the end, and it still didn't stop them from making sure that the scrappy P4 is going to happen. And that's really how you separate the good from the great, the great from the good, right? If your mind is just to play inside of the point instead of getting the kills, that's how you're going to win. And that's how this squad was able to take it. So now they take the lead. Now we're heading into firing range. I'm not much of a, this is the first time I've been able to watch these two teams able to compete on hard point as well as S&D and control. So what do you feel about the next map up ahead, man?
Well, firing range S&D. We've seen a lot of firing range S&D in this league, and I have to tell you that it's always very heated, very exciting to it's very exciting to watch. And then it's gonna be Legion up against SSS, two very strong teams, two very remarkable teams. We saw them back there when they approached the way they approached the hardpoint match back at the Hacienda, sorry, and they're going to be going to firing range, a bread and butter map. If I should quote it, that'll be a map that both teams are very much accustomed to, and you have S&D compliant players on both sides as well. Very good snipers on both sides, and I think we just have to go in there and see what's going to happen. It's very it's not a match that you can easily call, like they call the add point match. It's not something that you can recall. It could easily tilt both ways at this point, but I guess we'll just have to go in there, be patient, and see what happens here tonight. S&D firing range.
On a map that's built with paper mache, so lots of wall bangable spots.
Yeah,
Snipers are going to be the biggest factor for me here. So yeah, earlier we saw Zeus
exactly.
able to pop off. So this time still going to be heavily reliant. So it's going to be who's making the better kills. I saw Fariano on S&D on day 2, if I'm not mistaken, and I remember him vividly. He was making all of the plays for Legion at that time. So I hope that he gets to play the best Search and Destroy is going to be playing, because one more map win here, and that is going to give Triple S the series win already, and that could lead to a potential snowball as we enter map number 3, where Triple S has just so much steaming confidence, and just like what we saw in the first series of the day, those two close games ended up a dominant map number 3 for the side of Eclipse. So you can't afford to let that happen if you're Legion. Got to make sure you come out here aggressive. Just do not think about that close loss that you got on the Tashenda hardpoint. You got to lock in on this map number 2, because you're going up against a team that is clearly a stronger team that you faced the last time you played in this African Champions League.
Of course, psychology has to come into play. They have to shake off the weight of the previous loss back at Hacienda. Hacienda. But then we're going into S&D firing range. I think the outcome will be decided pretty much soon. It's the journey to
Defend the
7
objective.
as usual,
The
and it
enemy
starts
has the
now.
bomb.
Okay, let's get it.
It's all up to you now.
We are
Finish the
starting the game by living. Let's go.
first round.
That's it. We already have a winner. Easy game. Fastest firing range game that we got for today. But yeah, we're going to be back at the lobby.
World record.
World record. Earlier we had the longest S&D. Now we have the fastest S&D. Wallahi,
S&D.
this game, the best. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But yeah, going back to the topic of this map, right? I mean, search and destroy. It is you could say that the snipers are the playmakers, but at the mid rounds to the late round scenarios, you're going to have to thrust your SMG and your ARs.
Yeah,
So
that's what
who's
rifle.
who's going to have the better assault rifle and SMG is going to be the bigger question here, because they are the ones that will be essential in trying to defend or attack a bomb site, whether it be a retake or whatever.
Exactly. But then when it comes to that assault rifle, you have players on both sides, but particularly I know Dad, with that Type 19. Whenever he handles that weapon, it's pretty much
Yeah.
like a magic wand for him. So yeah, when it comes to the assault department, Dad will be standing in strong for that team. And I'm mentioning players on the Legion side because of how much as the sentiment is tilted the way of the SSS side. Everyone seems to be like, oh, it's gonna be SSS coming out on top after the S&D match. But then we're going to see how it goes. Paper mache map as usual, as you called it. Paper. They're going into the
Yeah.
paper mache map, and we're gonna see what happens.
So it is. There's just so much holdable spots here, and the easiest part is the wood house. Basically, you'd have the fences around long A. You got the position around the sandbags on P1 where you can take the guy that is trying to hide on the trailer, and you can
Mhm.
even get a small wall bang from the bomb site. So yeah, let's see if any of that is going to be happening on this map exactly as we are gearing up for restart off the map. Everything is going to be 0, all back at start. So we're just waiting for the teams to get ready on the lobby to get you guys starting watching this amazing gameplay, because that map number 1, it was insane. 250 to 240. It was almost a comeback for Legion, but Triple S paved the way at the end. Let's see if they're going to do the same exact thing, or will Legion tie up the series and try to earn themselves some brownie points to get themselves a chance to win the series.
Anyways, of course, the Legion side will pretty much have to, come in strong in the S&D match. It will not be nice to go the way that it went for the Eclipse. Of course, the AO match, Legion side will pretty much try to show that much muscle, the muscle that's required to get them at least one map. That would, psychology is also very important, and I think that will work well for the psychology of the team. But then we're getting into the match for the next match for the night, S&D firing range.
Okay. Hopefully no more leaving this time.
Defend the objective.
Okay, we're good. Let's get this game started. It's Legion up against Triple S as we head on to firing range, search and destroy. Opening pretty interesting. It's a full send by Legion on the B side. Well, you got Triple S trying to attack the Woodhouse. Seems they did not get the figure right, so they're gonna have to play for a 5v5 retake on the first round.
The bomb has been planted.
5v5 is that's instinct back there.
Ooh. Okay. Shots are being fired. I mean, Triple S struggling getting the kills, and Legion
Lost that round, but it's not
able
over
to
yet.
get the
Ready up.
attack working on the B side. And it starts with them just full sending everybody on B. Exactly not what you expect on the first round. You would think that it would be an A hit every time, but that's a nice curveball. Something that Triple S was not able to predict.
A 3v4 right now. It is Instinct still back there. 2 players shut down on the side of the SSS team. And the Avatar is going to go ahead and go in for the plant back there. 2v4 it is still, and it seems like the Legion side looking good right now. Just need to wait it out. They already have the plant. Of course, stay ahead, guide the bomb.
He don't got to best this. You're just gonna have to wait them to make the rotation, just waste the clock. You got a 2v4. You have to let them come through, but they want to get the kills. Grace finds a kill on the Toxic. Diddly diddling through, but how Diddly D comes to that.
It's not over yet.
That is
Ready up.
gonna secure those 2-round wins straight coming through for Legion. B side has been working pretty well, so at some point you're gonna have to think that Triple S has to 3-1-1 split this thing and make the B side attack work, but they opt in into defending the A side, which is where we are seeing Legion trying to put that bomb in.
Straight up back and forth. Avatar that right there. Moving in, that's that right. I think they're going to go in for the early plant. Avatar favors the early plant in this round. Of course, the planted the bomb is looking good for them as usual. It's a 5v2. They're tearing the SSS team apart in this S&D round. Hopefully, they get to find their footing soon. It is Diddly, of course, an Instinct left back there. Diddly with the sniper gets one kill. Instinct is going to try to move in. They're all back there in the container. Of course, Diddly goes in there, gets a shot. And the sniper still coming in odd. The sniper still coming in odd right there. Goes ahead, gets another one. And it is a 1v1 right now. Diddly up against Dad. On the other side, Dad shuts him down. And 3-0. Nail 3 is. And the Legion side are pushing this lead away and pushing it really hard. 0-3 right now it is, and it's in the favor of the Legion team.
That took down Diddly as the final kill in the last 2 rounds, so that's that. Legion trying to stack this on the B side quickly. That takes down Eeyore. Now it is a full-on B attack. Charisma is gonna have to force the throw away from his initial position. Gonna have to play through the sniper, and Diddly takes down that. So we're seeing some rivalry in here. These two loves to take hits up against each other. Triple S doing a lot better this time on this round 4. They got a numbers game. They put that bomb, dropped it, and Legion has to be forced to pick it up.
4v3. SSS side already found a footing. Of course, they finally waking up. It seems like they took some coffee mid-match. It is a 4v3 right now in favor of the SSS side. Only Grace and Fadiano back there. They need to get that bomb. Of course, I go ahead and get a clutch right there, respectively, from each of the players that get shut down, and that gives 1 round to SSS. We're finally seeing a contest here tonight. 1-3 it is right now. Will the lead go farther away, or are we going to be witnessing a comeback right now?
We were slowly seeing Triple S adjust to the attack that Legion is trying to send. And so far, everything has been pretty aggressive. So you just want to really change things up a little bit. And that's what they are doing on this first 15 seconds. Nades are being thrown out right through mid. Now it's starting to look like a 1-2-2 play, where they're going to be waiting at least 15 to 20 seconds before they make a move. And it's intently looking like a 2-1-2 push now, with Grace as well as that trying to guard the B side for any extending players from Triple S, but that's not going to happen. Both teams playing it patient.
Yeah, they pretty much have to respect each other at this point. It's a 3v3. Nobody wants to push. No player wants to push recklessly. No team wants to push recklessly. It seems the heats that they packed earlier, they pretty much want themselves that their heat is costing them a lot. Diano looking for those wall banks that you called earlier. Takes high ground. Anti-instinct on the other side, already giving off that information. Takes damage, not enough to get the drop down. Still a 5v5 Avatar with the early plant, the usual fixed plant. Charisma on the other side gets shut down by Avatar. Of course, it is a 3v3 right now. Trade-offs back and forth. It goes in. I'm sure it's going to go ahead and plant the bomb this time. Another fake plant. It tries to do that. It gets shut down. It is a 1v3 situation with Dart as usual, standing in for the team in this final moment. Yeah, of course, it's a 2v3. Grace back there also, and Diddley on the end, 1v2. And yes, it is 2-3 right now with the Legion team still in the lead, but SSS seems to be closing in. Like I said earlier, it seems like we're moving into that very very important comeback that SSS really needs at this point.
And they're doing the last 2 rounds where Eeyore and Toxic still has got 0 kills. And if they're relying on Diddley, Instinct, and Charisma just to shoulder the load of offense on the defense where they're playing retakes, right? And it's not clearly working for them, as you can see. Them getting blown out attack, and their kneecaps already busted. A site wide open for Legion to plant that bomb for. And they're sending out Avatar to bend some bullets once again. Right through Americans he goes. So any overextenders that would like to try to push for barrels is going to get taken down. But Diddley with the wall bang takes on Avatar. So now it is going to be a quick 3v3 situation with 35 seconds remaining.
3v3 it is. Great Garrus right there shuts down the player on the SSS side. Gets shut down himself. Fadiano and Grace as usual. They always have the responsibility of keeping this team in the very last moment. Of course, that's Diddley right there. And it is Diddley again. Gets shut down by Fadiano. 2-4. It is getting unlucky at that position. It gets shut down again. Happened before. It's happening again.
3 times. 3 times, man. He cannot clutch it up. He may have 10 kills, but he's not clutch like Kobe. But let's see though. Diddley has been amazing. He's got 10 kills. Only double-digit player, double-digit killer on this Search and Destroy so far. They are now switching sides, so they're on the attack, and Diddley's going to be holding the backside. But Avatar bending bullets. Now he's got the flank working. He's just gonna have to trust his teammates to make the attack on barrels. Eeyore has not been able to win any gunfight, but he finally gets his first kill. And it's Avatar from the flank, so now it's a 4v2 situation.
4v2. SSS seems to be in a very comfortable position right now. LGN down, of course, LGN. Fadiano on the other side. That's Fadiano getting that kill right there. Pushes it to a 3v2 situation. 3v2 now. It's a 3v1. Fadiano gets shut down. Of course, that was a melee right there. That pushes it to 3-4 after 7 rounds. We're going into the 8th round for the night. Very close one, just like the ad point match earlier.
Yeah, it's just all about back and forth. I mean, that's the story for a series, and like our Sirican series as well. But Legion doing a great job, just trying to combat the A side hit by having their players hold down trailer's side, but clearly that's not been working. The players we were calling out that has not been able to get some kills, Toxic and Eeyore, were able to make plays in that last round, are looking pretty confident and trying to make this win now work on their side. But Fadiano gets a kill onto Diddley, so the best player for Triple S are already out. And Legion are now on a 1v1 inside. Oh boy, nice attack there to take away the push on the middle of.
Fadiano, the last man standing every time, scores a level again. 4-4 it is, and this journey all the way to 7 rounds.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Yeah, it scores a level. Fadiano on the other end. Seems like it's Avatar. Avatar back there was able to get heat damage right there, but that's not enough to give him what he needs. It's a 2v5 right now. Eeyore and Diddley. Let's see the perspective of Eeyore for a bit and see how the man is managing it right there. Only Diddley right now is alive to keep the team where it needs to be. It is a 1v5 situation, and the man pretty much knows that the time is up and it's going to be trying to be it's just a matter of time, and it's going to be torn apart. But then we might just witness a clutch. No, we don't. 4-5 it is.
It's not over yet.
That has been taking down Diddley on the final kills. That's 3 times now. And Diddley could not even clutch up 1v1s.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Of course, yeah, of course, we are on to the 10th round of the night, and it seems like it's looking good for the SSS side this time, because Diddley shuts down 2 players on the other end. That's a grenade going in right there for the man, and EO is going to go in for that very early plant. And they're in a comfortable position right now because the LGM team pretty much have to push for diffuse, of course, or go in there for the clutch up. You have a Dad and Fadiano, 2 very excellent snipers. They'll be able to go ahead and do it for the team. That's what they expect at this point. It is Fadiano that goes down, whereas Dad on the other side, he also gets shut down as well. 5-5 scores a level again.
Yep, that's. Do you think this series, this map right here, could be longer than our first search and destroy?
Got the bomb.
Let's come and find out what happens then. It is still. Oh wow! Nice nade there to take down 2 players from Triple S. And yeah, Legion. They just really want to hold on to that lead. They don't want to give Triple S any of the advantage on this map right here.
Right now, it is a 3v4, and SSS side already slacking in this round. And they get Avatar shut down right there. The airbender or the bullet bender has been shut down. It is a 3v4 situation, and you still have Toxic back there. EO, of course, Diddley as well. Toxic is going to go in plant the bomb for the team. The transparency falls on him. It gets shut down by Grace. 3v2 is back and forth.
Oh,
Geras
man.
gets shut down. 1v1 EO Dad.
It's for the game point.
Enemy has the bomb.
It's for the game point. You got 37 seconds left. Eeyore on a corner. That has to pick the angle, but it does not. And Eeyore takes it. Winning that clutch means Triple S finally takes the lead. That was a, what, 3v4 that they won by swinging that bomb at the A site. Diddley with the double, and Eeyore just had to clean up the food. Now that's barbecue chicken right there.
6-5 is to get into the next round. Will the SSS finally go ahead and clean house? Not looking good for them. Eeyore and Diddley, very swift run from LG, and there it's 2v2 now. Dad and Grace as usual. Dad and Geras as usual. Geras a lot of time up against Diddley on the other side. Diddley with those snipes, it shuts down. Oh my days, only Geras a lot of time up against Eeyore and Diddley. Eeyore going in for that snipe. A lot of time on the other side. Legion, Geras up against Eeyore, Diddley. It seems like the SSS side will finally get to close this. Strategically, they're gonna leave him, give him that space to go ahead and try to diffuse. And Eeyore, Diddley, Geras a lot of time. But time is not in his favor right now. Time is not in his favor right now. Eeyore already went in for that plant. Diddley back there with the snipes back and forth. The man's going to go ahead, gets into the container. He has to try to clutch up at this point. No, it doesn't do that. And of course, SSS moves in with that very easy, sweet win. Eeyore and Diddley at that very final moment right there. God. Choke for the LGN side. Seems like they were coming in really strong earlier, but somewhere in the middle, they just lost their footing. And SSS side has shown that capacity again. SND firing range.
Diddley got so much oil. He was slippery out there. Nobody could touch him. The bullets could not kill him. How many was that? 16 kills on just 13 rounds?
My days.
Crazy stuff that he has to pull. And not only that, you gotta have to highlight Eeyore as well. He only had
16
one kill.
kills, Diddley.
16 kills for Diddley. And Eeyore only had one kill on the first 7 rounds. He was clutching up kills after kills at the end. And what was more important there was where it was tied up, all 5. He was able to give Triple S the game point advantage by winning a 1v2 clutch. So Triple S pulling God's work. They got the win despite a rough performance from Instinct, who went 3-10. B. Diddley, he was just so good in this game.
Diddley was fire back there. Diddley was fire. The whole SSS team anyways, but Diddley carried a lot of weight on his shoulders, a lot of weight on his back right there. You have to give it up for the man. But then again, on the other side, don't take away, those very excellent, snipes from the likes of Fabiano and Fadiano, Fadi. I kept saying Fadi in chat. Of course, he was doing excellently in the field of play right there. Sadly, that's not enough to get the team where they needed to be. Fadi, Grace, and of course, Geras. Dad, coming in with those very sweet snipes. I think it shut down Diddley about 2 times.
I think 3. Let's see. We can check on the duel. We can check the duel. Dad was able to take down Diddley 3 times, but Diddley took down Dad 3 times as well. So they're even. So the Diddley.
Anyways, it's pretty much decided right now because the SSS side have gone ahead to win the hard point, and as well as the SND match. The final round will pretty much be playing for Honor for the Legion side. We'll be going into control in a bit, but SSS already taking 2 maps. It was decided earlier, it was called earlier, and it wasn't anything short of. In fact, I don't think anybody will be surprised at this point that SSS is taking it, because that was the sentiment from when the match started. If you check the reactions in chat, the polls earlier, I think you had about 63% in favor of the SSS side for SND, and they've gone ahead to win. I don't think anyone is surprised at this point that they've gone ahead to also put that map in their SSS bag. 7-5 after search and destroy backfiring range.
Yeah. Now look and see it. I feel like it's going to be a 3-0 with Control Arsenal. Just like what we had in the first series, where first 2 games back and forth. But we'll see what happens. What do you think, man?
Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and just see what happens. Honestly, I was hoping that LG and the Legion side will find their way back in the SND match, but somehow they weren't able to do that. And like I say every time I come here, the control match is sort of like a mirror of the SND, and of course they add point, a little bit of SND, a little bit of hard point. So your whatever you bring into either of the previous matches will pretty much come to bear in the control map. And going in, the SSS side have shown themselves to be a more dominant side tonight. I'm sure they're going to carry on that dominance into the control match. So the LGN side really needs to watch out. Maybe we might see SSS going ahead to clear all 3 maps, just like Eclipse team did earlier.
There's a high chance it happens if Diddley continues to play that sniper, because Arsenal, you would require a sniper to play the long B. So he's going to be very beneficial for the team to have in terms of getting the opening picks. So if he decides to play like he did, where he was untouchable, there's a high chance Legion is going to struggle in getting any of the round wins on this map. But regardless of that, I felt like the entry for Legion was on that search and destroy. They had it. They just could not take care of the lead that they got. They lost 4 rounds straight, if I'm not mistaken, on that firing range. So now they gotta have to win at least 1 map just to even it up, put themselves at the higher ranking at the end of the day. So getting a win up against Triple S is going to be huge for them.
Well, it will be nice to go ahead and get a win, right? Yeah, but then SSS would not be sleeping either. So yeah, they have to really work very hard, very hard. But anyways, we're moving into control. Arsenal, very tricky map, Arsenal. But then I'm pretty sure that both teams find their way around.
And I don't understand why this map is removed from the 2025 Worlds format. I mean, this map, you just have to pick the spawns and you'll have yourself a great 5v5 map. I don't understand why they have to bring Crossfire in there, but let's see what happens in this game now. Legion starting on the defensive side. First 5-kill metric is essential for you to know who's going to be having the map control, but it seems like both teams gonna have themselves equal trades. But it does come out in favor for Legion on the first 5-2 metric. And Triple S, they're trying to find their way to break into the B side.
Of course, it's not going to be an easy one for them, Triple S, because you have Avatar on the other end trying to cut, that spawn supply into the B side. Of course, you have Gears on the other end as well. Also trying to make sure that it's a very tough one for them. Avatar, they've been able to clear that. That's Geras, Avatar, and Grace on that side. Of course, Avatar rotates back to A, trying to make sure that they do not cap these as well. They are being cornered right here. The SSS team back onto D-Lee as the Type 19. Type 19 are doing a lot of good at this point. The angles are coming in, shuts down Dad. 21-18, not a very significant one anyways, but that the LGN side seems to be looking quite good at their start in the game. Charisma on the other side.
It's pretty interesting that the Africa region prefers to have a triple Type 19 setup. You know, in the East, they love their Odin, so it's great that they got themselves a little bit of a faster setup in terms of attacking. You got more mobility coming out of that Type 19. You got a little bit more faster in terms of jumping and strafing. So now for Triple S, you got the capture on the A side. You got a minute added to the clock. Now, how you're going to try to break this through Cafeteria? It's going to be trades back and forth, but you all get flushed down, so you're going to be right back at spawns. You have a couple of players already attacking the artilleries, the jet decks. And that's Charisma as well as Toxic. Nades are going to be thrown out. As soon as possible, you're going to have your operators available. You only got one more segment to capture if you're a Triple S, and now you are hitting them like a freight train. Everybody fall down. Legion nowhere to be seen, and it's going to be a win through capture. First round go in favor for Triple S.
It's not over yet.
Well, that's not a surprise at all. Going ahead to win that first round, and what will be a shocker is if they go ahead and win 3 rounds straight. That would be a shocker because that will show that the other team wasn't actually prepared for defense or putting up any fight at all. But anyways, we're on to it. We're going to see a tie at this point, or will they just go ahead? Because EO with the War Machine right there gets shot down. Didn't really do so much good with the War Machine back there. 28-27. They're going to try to cap that A flag. SSS side struggle back and forth. Because that's DD back there with their machine gun pistol. It's able to shut down Geras. 23-26, not a very significant lead. Predator, Vortex, the operator skills coming in. Vortex coming in from Instinct right there. Instinct, they really play where it gets 2 players down, but he gets shut down himself. 20-21. It is Emo coming in back and forth. That's Geras on the other side. B flag. Diano comes in with the Vortex. Back and forth to Vortex down. It seems like he's been able to clear that. EO is going to go down to that as well. Gets 3 kills. They're not going to let it slip. Toxic moves in. Gets a player down. Of course, it goes ahead to knock down Diano as well. They've been able to clean house there. 14-20 it is right now, and SSS seems to be looking excellently good.
Yeah, it's just the clock just winding down. More trouble if you're a Legion, because you cannot get away from the spawn. You're just getting eaten out alive. You gotta bring out the equalizer, but they still get gunned down. Now Toxic is free the Sparrow. He takes the guy down, even he puts down the trophy. What is it? What am I seeing? The clock expires, it's over. 2-0 in favor for Triple S. This is just so one-sided on the first 2 rounds, and it's Diddley, man.
Seems like
Diddley's just so
it's
good.
a walk in the park.
Kills.
It's a walk in the park.
Yeah.
It's a walk in the park for the SSS side. They're just clearing house. It seems like it's not a contest at all. They seem to, and we said it earlier, with their performance back hard points, they're pretty much gonna go ahead, come in with a lot of force this time, and we're seeing that force tonight. 0-2 it is, and we're going into the 3rd round of the match. Maybe we might just witness a clean sweep for the SSS side.
That's about to be expected right here. Legion, their mind, it has been fricked up. Eeyore now going to be bringing out the War Machine. And yeah, only 1 defender on the top of the windowsill. And I think that's good. At least for Legion, they're playing all 3 lanes. They should be able to push for the enemy spawn. So they could make some sort of delay to provide themselves the stoppage to their onslaught and the rampage that Triple S has been able to output so far in this game.
We're failing this mission.
Of course, I was saying that it seems like the LGN team finally, going ahead, waking up right there. 21-26. They still have ample time in their favor. SSS side pushing hard. Charisma Charisma on the other side, trying to ensure that they don't go ahead and get pushed into, that B point, shutting down players left, right, and center. I guess shut down by Garrus as well. They're able to push into that A point. They're going to try to go in for the capture now. Diddley, SSS on the other side. He has Dad on the other side, of course, that goes in with the trophy system. They're pushing really, really hard, this SSS side, trying to ensure that to go ahead and secure that win. It's getting closer and closer in terms of life count, and they don't have time on their side either. 15 10 it is right now in terms of life count. 20 less than 20 seconds at this point. Diddley still standing, goes ahead, shut down Garrus. They're able to push into that point. Of course, Instinct with the Vortex pushes in. Vortex is going to try to claim. Of course, they're going to try to kill House. A War Machine coming on the other side. That was from Dad back there. 10-6 it is right now. It is looking a bit rosy for the LGN side at this point. 10-5. Only 5 players left on the SSS side right now. Kali, how do you think they're going to handle this? 4 players left.
Oh, they should be able to win this, but you're going to have to watch out the flank, though. You gotta make sure you take care of your lives there. You're Fadiano, you can't afford to lose this gunfight. You win it. Now Triple S, their monkeys in the middle. They are trapped into mid-map. And I love that Legion are not contesting. They're letting these players try to make a challenge work, and they are gonna come out Wilden so far, but now it's Charisma out of Charisma. Cannot raise up these players no more. Get set to the next round. Legion stay alive, and the best thing about this, they got 4 operators available. Say they could have a great opening, maybe go for an overextension, and there we might talk about a potential round number 5.
Yeah, of course. 3 rounds so far, going into the 4th round. Back and forth. That Spiral already coming in early from Toxic. SSS. They have Vortex on the other side. Gets shut down by the Airbender. The Bullet Bender is Charisma. Also shuts him down. Equalizer coming in for Charisma. Is he able to do any good with that Equalizer? Will be nice for the team. Of course, goes in for an overextension. The Equalizer times out. Pulls out the USS 9. Fadiano on the other side. Of course, he's not able to get that kill. Gets a bit of damage right there, but the man has to sort of move in so not to for disaster not to happen for him. 24-26 it is right now. Instinct back on the other side, gets shut down. Trade-offs back and forth, really going really swiftly. 23-23 it is right now. Early capture will be very important for the LGN side. Garrus gets shut down as well.
That is going to be huge for them to make the plays on both ends, but you can't really divide and conquer at this point, specifically on the map like Arsenal. So you're gonna have to think one thing at a time, and now you're thinking, I want to attack the A side, so they double send it. Now you do one segment on it. Now you got Garrus taking down Instinct. You got a backup coming through, and that's going to be Fadiano. The capture is going to be quite fast. And there's really nobody from Triple S that would love to contest this at the moment, so they're going to be giving up A. And that grants Legion that extra minute on the clock. Triple S are playing for exit kills. They're set up nicely all the way towards this area on the map, and now Legion takes the bait, finds one. The challenge is gonna come out mild. Charisma finds 2 elimination. He's too good in that gunfight. Now Triple S are able to hold it down and put Legion back at spawns.
Pushing them back at spawns. Good job for them, but then they have to go ahead, of course, and hold it because they are coming back from spawns, and they're gonna be coming like really hard. 12-13 it is right now. Not a very significant lead. They still have ample time as well going in for that capture. Hopefully they're able to do that. Instinct shuts down Fadiano on the other side. Garrus with a lot of time pushing in, not able to get that damage, peeking back and forth. 11-13 is Instinct with the Vortex. It's gonna try to drop it at the door. Of course it does that. The man is going to move away. That's a smart thing to do. Cat and dog. Another one comes in. It knocks the man out. Knocks the man out right there. 8-8 it is right now. terms of kill count, the time is running up. Not anybody's friend at all. Less than 12 seconds at this point. It is 8-4. It's not in favor of the SSS side at all. Guardiano, type 19. Of course, that's Diddley back there with the Annihilator. Annihilator shots coming in. It's a 5v3 right now.
Taking Bravo.
5v3 goes into a 4v3. Of course, the players get shut down back and forth, and he goes the way of the Legion side. 2-2 scores a level.
What the hell? Oh my god. I thought Diddley was about to clutch that. The Hunter stopped him from clutching that. Great job there for Legion.
Oh my god.
They were playing the spawns and they delayed and reduced the lives of Triple S. So that's how you want to play that. Legion now has the momentum. Garrus and the crew has got themselves the attack at the mid map, but they're thinking, hey, we're not gonna be wasting our time there. Eeyore brought out the war machine, so let's just head on to the B side. So they only lose 2 lives in the making, while Triple S are stacking up on that mid map. They got themselves great numbers, and they're going to overview. They're going to be overwhelming Diddley, and the map capture is going to go very fast in here, knowing that Avatar is going to be having the equalizer in his hands. He'll be able to overextend, while his 3 teammates are going for the capture. And yeah, this is going to continue. 24-19 in the live count. B capture is still going to be in favor for Legion. So that is Avatar making the plays. Triple S are still out away from the point. And Legion has got 2 more operators to help them win this. Can they hold on and stand their ground? Triple S are still going to have a couple of players alive, and that's right through mid. Diddley gonna try to oil his way through. Snakin, Gray's gonna kill him. Number 5 in yellow in Toxic with the Sparrow in his hands is not good enough to make that kill work. Charisma gonna be sent out to make the attack work. Instinct is gonna have the attack through window, and they're gonna stop the push on the 3rd segment, but their lives have dwindled down. Legion can win this map.
Well, it will be nice to some sort of consolation for LGN to sort of go ahead and win this one for themselves. 16-7 is right now on 10. Claire, in terms of live content, Claire leads. Grace back up there. There's Diddley shutting down Grace back at the vent. They still have enough resources to pull this to in 7. It's getting closer and closer. They have ample time as usual. Ample time as usual. Diddley.
Yeah. Oh, Diddley D. They're waiting. They're waiting for the attack to happen. This is a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword right here. They're currently flanked in every angle. And Diddley falls. Here comes Instinct. Shots being fired, and he's gonna be good for 2 eliminations, but Legion are now right in. 3 players at the A point. That should secure this win unless Diddley gets something done. Nope, he doesn't. Legion takes away a map, and it is going to be a comeback. Down 0-2, then winning the next 3. You gotta have to give it up. Great mental fortitude to win this map right here.
Awesome one. You have to give for LGN. It takes a lot of, of course, mental fortitude to sort of come back after 2 map losses and go ahead and win one. That seems like that's like a consolation win for the LGN team. But then they deserve it because they put everything. I wish they came in with such energy earlier. Maybe they would have gone ahead to win more than 1 map. So they've been able to still 1 map from the SSS team tonight.
The firing range, they could have had won that, but again, they had to really choke it. They could have taken it, but nonetheless, they still take a win on this map. So probably these 2 teams for making every game very close. Triple S did win the series, but Legion the comeback they did on this control arsenal is beyond amazing, and that is going to be wrapping up our first and our second game. We got one more game to go, and it is going to be, I believe, NATO Gaming up against Aura 233. So we got best of three once again, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Of course, Aura 233 up against NATO Gaming, two very solid side. We are going to be going on a brief break, and when we're back, it's going to be Aura 233 up against NATO Gaming. It's still the African Champions League. We'll be right back.
Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che... Oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell? Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, e vai così che... Oh my god! Walk your ass like the devil! What the hell?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, people? It's still the Africa Champions. It's still the Africa Champions League. And we've seen SSS and LGN, two very, very tightly contested, tightly contested matches by two very talented teams right there. But at the end of it all, one team has to go through and spin SSS tonight. The better team has to win. And the SSS side has shown that they are the better team tonight, hands down. The LGN team went ahead, of course, and won the control match. Pretty much a consolation win, but you have to give it up for them for at least going ahead to try, unlike what we witnessed in the first match for the night between AO and Eclipse, where Eclipse went ahead to clear all maps. Kali, what's your reaction after that match before we go into the next one?
I'd say that was one of the best games I've casted so far this year. That series right there, it lived up to the hype. 250 to 240 on the scoreline of the first map, then a ninth, 7-5 win there by less than comeback victory from the side. That's all I could ask for to start the year. Right now, it's going to be entirely different, right? We're seeing NATO as well as Ara 233 as the team that will be playing right up next, and you're looking at the squad in NATO that's currently sitting, I believe, in number 6. So they're currently up there, and they need this one badly. And they're going up against a team like Ara 233 that is going to be at number 5. So they're trying to raise their rankings up. They better make sure that they get themselves locked in, knowing that this is going to be a tightly contested gameplay. I think we got another banger of a show here, man.
Of course, it is standoff, hardpoint standoff, bread and butter map. The map that both teams are very much used to getting into. That's Sunflower right there, 233, getting into an early start. It's knockdown. It seems NATO have like control right now, and that's what you want to be seeing, especially for a team as strong as this, and for the team as well. They are very good. They're a very good hardpoint team, NATO Gaming. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for either of. For the Aura 233 team. So they have a very comfortable lead right now, 22-2. Demo right there shutting down players. Very good OBJ player holding that objective really strong. The Aura 233 team pretty much have to count on the next heal to sort of bring themselves up to speed.
It's kind of suffocating to see how NATO plays this hardpoint, this B1. It's supposed to be back and forth scrappy, but look at this. 36-4. That looked like a money up there for NATO. And Aura, I guess, is not filling it at the moment. They're just being trapped. They're getting suffocated. They could not breathe. They had to throw the smoke just to enter inside at the point, and Squid is going to be making some plays out there. Hardpoint so contested. You gotta take down one more player, and it's B from way up top, which they do take down. So now you're seeing some signs of changes.
Of course, they're pushing that lead away. They're showing that they are a more dominant side. A more dominant side here tonight. That's B right there. It's gonna go ahead. Of course, with the climb gets into the point to get that contest back and forth. They are not able to get in at all. The 233 side counting on the next rotation again. One thing is certain: you can get those early rotations, but keeping that heal, holding onto the hill is always going to be very crucial. Always going to be very important to get there again. Hopefully they'll be able to. The team will be hoping that they're able to hold it this time. Game Bay has been shut down. They're pushing in the NATO side, of course. A demo back there. Demo gets shut down in case. The 233 pushing that lead right now. 69-19 it is. Game Bay shutting down players back and forth. That's B right there with the purifier from the NATO side. Is able to clear point. They have control of that. They have control of that heal right there. He has the purifier. He's not going to let anything slip. Trying to make sure that no player comes in, but it's been shut down by Chinks and Sunflower on the other side. They get in. Purifier coming in for Bushka back there. They have control. He's not going to try to overextend. He's just going to try to ensure that no player makes any peek into that staircase. Back there, they're pushing the lead away. 2-3-3 side. They're getting they're closing closing onto that lead. 83-47 it is right now, and NATO already pushing onto that next heal. Predator missile coming in from B right there.
Yeah, that's just what you needed right there. If you're Aura, that P3, that hold is essential for you to get right back inside of this game. But you kind of over-invested most of your operators there, which is important for you to just try to basically topple currently the momentum that NATO has in this game. Now, P4 just about bust wide open right the first 30 seconds. Still going to be in favor for NATO. And as you said, this team definitely know how to play hardpoint, and I'm definitely seeing some resemblance from a team that won the world champs last year from the way they're playing at this rate. Pretty fast in terms of playing the game. They got 3 SMG users out there with a 2 AR setup. B has been locking it so far, and the Type 9 team seems to be the key for the African region. So yeah, I'm not just casting this game, and I was also learning as a coach. You gotta have to make sure you're able to understand, you know, what kind of pacing each region has. And so far for Africa, yeah, it feels good that they are inventing their own strat instead of just rocking the same old Odin plus the USS strat.
USS up. And yeah, of course, the Type 19 USS seems to be the magic one for the African region, and they wield it and wield it really well. Demo back again to P1, holding the P1 strongly. Of course, the Predator missile going in from him right there. Was able to get the close contact kill. 150-53. This is clear dominance from the side there. He's able to even push in and overextend right there. Comes back, hold the point. They are not able to get in. Those it would have been nice to see those operator skills coming in for the USS. I mean the 233 side, but it doesn't seem like anything is working for them at this point. Demo back in the point, shuts down another player, goes in, overextend. They push in for that next heal. They're already there. The 233 side, they have Jinx, then crouching there, gets shot down by Demo as well. They have the control. Predator missile comes in from Demo, shot two players back there. 174, 176, 60 it is. They shouldn't be having this much dominance, considering they're facing a team that is also not a pushover team, but then they seem to be clearly the better side here tonight. NATO came in at point standoff. 189-64 it is, and the lead is still moving farther and farther away.
No way this ends up 100-point club. You cannot allow that to happen if you're Aura. You're losing so much aura right now. If you lose that, right, it is just insane how much, how much dominance you're seeing from NATO and P2. The way that they're able to control it by cutting off the players everywhere they know. It seems like they know where the spawn would be, so the communication is top notch. And how they're able to quickly react and where the enemy spawns and where they might just hit. That's exactly how you really want to try to win P2. If you are a pro player, you're gonna have to rewatch this NATO P2 hold, because that is just insane right there. Now you got only 30 more points to win this. So far, my nightmare of seeing a 100-point club might just be through. Aura, it is really rough for them. But if there's anything we saw earlier, they could really hold P3. But again, NATO is just too good. 24 points to win this game, and Aura is so far out. Oh, this is game. This is game right here. 20 more points, 10 more points, and Claps still has got the equalizer inside. Oh, barbecue chicken, it's over. Welcome to the 100-point club membership.
Over.
Aura 233, it's gone. This game done and dusted. 250-66.
250-66. Absolute dominance. Absolute dominance. 233 and very experienced when it comes to hardpoint. A very solid hardpoint side, NATO Gaming. Very solid hardpoint side, and shown the capacity on the 70. Didn't let them climb that, that 70 mark at all. 250-66, and they tied them right there.
I am in awe. I thought Triple S is insane. I thought Triple S is insane. Bro, NATO, bro, I tell you this. I think NATO is the fastest hardpoint team in this region.
They are solid hardpoint team. Very solid hardpoint team. They've shown it over and over again.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Wow. That's crazy. To think that this team, bro, they're breaking everything. Apart from that P3, Aura was playing at P3 right. It's just that NATO was just too fast on that second P3 and they could not keep up. And yeah, talking about the best players, obviously it is going to be Squid from NATO that will take it. Very dominant.
Yeah,
very
dominant.
You got B there as well, which who was the best player, who was leading the lobby at some point, having the highest skills in the lobby, but his teammates picked up the pace and they just threw him out. They zoomed in, and Aura could not keep up.
But then demo with that OBJ, holding that OBJ demo was also very remarkable. Absolutely remarkable as well. Demo for the NATO gaming side.
I'm lost for words, man. Oh my god, that was a straight up demolition. No pun intended for Nado Team out there who has the highest impact on the game. 26 kills, 19 deaths, and also 2 minutes and 3 seconds on the point. It could not get better than that stat line right there. And apart from that, you'd also note that everybody from Nado average a positive KD. On the flip side, nobody got a positive KD for Aura, so it's just a slight hiccup so far. Maybe stand-up is not really one of their thing, right? It's more of a NATO pick. That's really the name of the game of this map number 1. So maybe they could be a destroyed team. So we'll come and find out how standard at map 2.
Well, we're going into map 2. Hopefully, they'll be able to show the capacity. But then one thing that's been a pattern so far is that the team that wins map 1 somehow always goes ahead to win map 2. It's been a pattern since the league started. You know, that force that they start with, they go ahead, and if you're not careful, they go ahead to win all 3 maps. Right? NATO Gaming starting with that quality, you know, that total dominance. If they bring that same, you know, capacity again into the next match, firing range S&D, I'm sure they're gonna take it home. But then anything can happen. It's always anybody's match until the final moment.
Okay, let's now get this game started. Do we see Aura break the curse and win map number 2, or will NATO continue to get the dominance done right? We saw them play one of the best hardpoint, most one-sided hardpoint we've seen for the night schedule. Now they are coming in, steam rolling with confidence, heading into the search and destroy firing range. And Aura are going to be starting off the attack. Look like it's going to be an aggressive push on the A side. So far, NATO is holding strong on defense.
Of course, holding that defense strongly. NATO Gaming back there, but Dan, very quick one. Then let me call it 1-0. It's swinging the way of NATO Gaming already. They already won the first round of the match on this very, very significant journey to 7 rounds win.
Quickly attacking through its quid, right? Playing a game, also just punishing Aura on that trailer hit that they did. And Narai with the wall bangs takes down Game Bay and Shin. And now the collapse is through. NATO are now rotating. Sunflower and Babushka are monkeys in the middle once again. They are caught. And they are about to get themselves slaughtered around the back of the firing range. Collapse gets the kill. And NATO, quick kills, quick rounds once again, man.
Bomb spotted.
Quick ones. They are not going to waste any time at all. But then 2-0, it is somewhere down the middle. The other team always wakes up. Maybe that's going to be happening here tonight, or will this be a clean sweep? We've seen a 7-0 before. The other team will be hoping that I wouldn't see a 7-0 tonight.
Oh man, I hope I hope we don't have to come to that point. There we go. Hustling with some kills, but they have to be very careful on Collapse. Collapse is way behind enemy lines, and Rai is dealing some damage. Oh, Squid wins the kill off the Shins. So now they're distracting him. Collapse is at the flank. Collapse is at the flank. Nobody watches him. Hustle gonna get sprayed down. Collapse only good for 1. Oh man, wasted opportunity there for him. That leaves Rai that makes Rai as the last person standing. He needs to clutch a 1v2 and also have to watch the bomb. It's ticking with only 30 seconds left.
Of course, this is where the tension sets in. Sunflower, Gingby back there. Proninda gets shot down. He shuts him down 2-1. It is right now. 2-1. They finally find their footing and they're coming back. Yeah, it's always happened like that. Somewhere down the middle, the other team like goes ahead, wakes up, and get where they need to be. But then it started for the fourth round, and 5v5. It's still
On the other side, and if you're Aura, you gotta have to make sure you do something to counter that moving forward. Because right now it's going to be a very slow pace attack that you're trying to bring through. You gotta have to watch out for Demo. He's got the sniper in his hands, and he's got his teammate Claps in position. Make a rotation into the enemy flank, and Sunflower already got down. This might just quick. Squid hits it with the double,
Get ready for the next round.
and Nato finds himself with another 2-round lead advantage.
now the 2-round lead. NATO Gaming obviously the dominant side, but then it's still too very early to call. So we're going into the 5th round, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to play with that same force, that same heat they came in with in the 4th round. Claps right there. Being naded, it's gonna move away to try to evade that damage right there. It's being cornered. It gets shut down by Shinx right there. And the whole NATO team already torn apart. Only Demo right there will be dependent. The whole team will be dependent on Demo for the clutch right there. Gangbe already going in with the plant. Gets a kill. 1v3 it is. Sunflower, Gangbe, and of course a Kapushka on the other side.
It's heavy order for him to clutch this. 25 seconds to play. You're running out of time. You need a kill. You're trying to play for the flank, but the thing is, you take that guy down, you'd know that the both last players are going to be at the trailer side. Game Bay falls down. 9 seconds left. Yep, it's going to be an Aura win. Nice adjustments for them. They sent out Shinx to make some plays, and they get the elimination to win round number 5. So they got some adjustments. They were nading the trailer. That is somewhat a great adjustment for you to have, because Nato keeps on spamming that for the last 5 rounds.
Grenade out.
5 rounds. We're going into the 6th one. NATO has to put their house in order right now. Being in that very supposedly significant lead and losing all the way, and to something that looks like a comeback right here. 3-2 is they're still in that lead, not a very significant one anyways. The 2-3-3 side seems to be missing they seem to be missing Lashy in this SND match. I don't know what happened right there, but then it would have been nice to see the expertise that Lashy brings into the game.
I just think it's have to make sure that they have to work through with what they have right now.
Hmm.
It's a piece that hit now for Aura. Claps. Oh yeah, he still wins that gunfight. Sunflower has been trying to make a check onto him, but he has not gotten the numbers. Game Bay. Oh, he falls, but he plants the bomb. But they still have a great position in Hustle, who's going to have a great oversight over towards top 10. Then you also got Shinx holding down a head glitch. A nasty one, if you can say. B is gonna fall, and now the answer is going to be traded. Squid is gonna get taken down, and Demo, man himself, going to be the last person standing, and Hustle will be there to take him down, and it will be a tie game as we switch the sides.
Tie at this point, always happening over and over again. Seems like a template at this point. We saw a very tight-fisted S&D match earlier. Seems like we're seeing a semblance of that again in NATO up against the Aura 2-3-3. 3-3 it is right now. They're getting into the 7th round, and a very, very tight-fisted journey to 7 rounds. 5 players each. Chinks on side with the sniper looking for that wall bang. It's not really. It's not where it wants it to be. this wall banks and not really hitting those players. Have been careful on the other side. They also understand that there'll be players looking out for those wall banks, so they have to be very careful in their positioning back there. But Claps is down for the NATO gaming side.
Oh, he's not getting any kill. Just off lock there for Hustle. And now Demo gonna get the kill onto Game Bay. Adjustments needs to be quick here. Shin needs to shoot the shots right through the bomb, and he spots Squid. That is going to be him sent to the next round. More shots being fired. Wallbangs are not connecting. And they're sending out Sunflower to make a play, but he falls. Shadow now surrounding Shinx. And they will maintain that lead. 4-3. Very aggressive on that B side.
A very dominant, proving their dominance here tonight. 4-3 is able to somehow they just makes those sleep. It's something that looks like it should have been more like a walk in the park for them, but somehow they make us sleep down the middle, and then they go really aggressively this time. Shinx back there, those snipes, they're not really getting any kill, not amounting to anything back there. Claps moves in, knocks down a player. Of course, that's right. Going in for the plant is able to do that. Gets shut down. Only Demo is left for that team and gets shut down as well. They're going to move in for the diffuse at this point. It's an easy one for Sunflower that goes ahead, diffuses it, and the scores are level again, 4-4.
And number two, Sunflower, he was holding the trailer and he was sprouting. The timing was unreal. Holding the trailer while also having Game Bay secure the flank. Impeccable. That's how you win a retake on the A side. Now it's still going to be a close game. Remember, the last time we played firing range, it was between Triple S as well as Legion, where it all had to come down at the final straw.
And overtime.
That time as well. And now Collapse is gonna find the kill. It seems like NATO, despite losing and tying this thing up, they always ended up with them having the lead, but that soon might be over as the numbers are in favor for Aura. Ooh, never mind.
Of course, and the numbers are balanced at this point. It's a 2v2. Also, Shinx on the 2-3-3 side up against Squid and Rai on the other side, the back end trailer. Seems like only Squid is left right now up against Shinx. It's a 1v1. NATO up against Squid, and Squid takes it. Shinx up against Squid, and Squid takes it for NATO Gaming 5-4. They are in the lead again, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tie again. It seems to be a lot of back and forth in this S&D. NATO Gaming Aura 2-3-3 back at firing range.
It's not gonna be looking good if that happens. Because guaranteed, it is gonna look like it might be an overtime at this point, but NATO has found an opening on the B side. There's only one defender on it, and they take down Hustle, and so far Demo, as well as Ride, the sniper duo, has been incredible in terms of getting the first picks.
Bomb has been planted.
Now for Aura, on the flip side, they're trying to hit jungle, and Claps is there to stop them. And yep, the counter is there for Babushka. At least makes it a little bit doable, but Demo times it right, and Babushka is gonna fall. One more round win, and it's finally over.
Oh, well, who says the 2-3-3 can come back at this point? That's the magic of the game. It tilts one side, and then it gets balanced by the other team. I'm sure the NATO Gaming side will be pushing in for that win, but then they have to be very careful because they have a very, very formidable side too in the Aura 2-3-3 to stand up against. 5v5. Rai is going to go in for the early plant. That's an advantage for the team. Of course, he has.
Oh, they're trying to play for the trailer control. Interesting, they got some incredible mid-map presence. And NATO are here to defend B. Oh, he's gonna get challenged. And they're gonna take it home. Claps is the last person alive for NATO. Can he clutch it? Finds one on the Babushka. The sprint transfer to Game Bay is successful. A 1v3 to win it. And that ends the search and destroy Oh my days!
That's it. That's the end. They wasted no time at all. Collapsed the last man standing right there for
Oh my
the
days.
NATO gaming side. Clearly a more dominant side, clearly a more powerful side, and they've shown that dominance here at night. They made some slips earlier, and they're able. They they sold 2 points back, 4 points rather, to the Aura 233 side. 7-4 ended back there, and NATO Gaming took this map again. We're going into seaside control.
Oh, it's not looking good now for Aura. Judging from what happened in that hardpoint standoff, you could tell Response is the dominant domain that NATO can bring into the table. It's not looking good for them. You just gotta have to try your best. But sometimes your best, it doesn't work, right? So you're just gonna have to power it through and see the VODs, see what you guys did wrong and what you could do in the future. And it's just all about, reviewing, adjusting, and being a whole better team overall. So with that win right there, that gives NATO another serious win. That should give them a higher ranking than Aura for the time being for this week. We're still going to be determining it right through Sunday, but with the way everything has been set up, right, it looks pretty good. NATO are on pace to get a full sweep here.
Of course, they are on their way. Let it go ahead to get it, or maybe we're just gonna see a replay of what happened earlier with SSS and of course the Legion gaming side where they went ahead. SSS Triple S went on one Hacienda and Iron Range earlier, and then they lost control to the LGN side. Are we going to be seeing a repeat of that happening tonight, where Aura 233 goes ahead to win the control map as well? Because that will be good for them. Sort of.
Ending up getting swept, yeah, for sure. I hope that they do that, but in order for them to be able to manage to getting themselves a better gunfight up against NATO, they got to make sure that their rotation on this map and their map awareness is going to be perfect, because in Seaside it's easy to get spawn trap, right? If you do not take care of all three lanes, one player with an operator is all it takes to change the pace of the game. So if you do not really take care of that, you're cooked, chat. You're cooked on this control Seaside. So you cannot allow that to happen. And also, you got to make sure that your operators are going to be on point in terms of breaking the hill in these two flags that we got on the map. So it's all about that. And also, your close range. A and B side needs close range gunfights. Your SMG needs to do most of the carrying in terms of entering inside of the point.
Inside the point, yes. Well, I'm pretty sure all this there would have been nice to have a Kali back there, giving this a very excellent coaching the team and giving this very excellent strats back there. But anyways, I'm sure that the teams are ready, and we'll see how ready they are, or which team was most ready at the end of 3 rounds tonight, because it's after 3 rounds, you have to come back another day. So yeah, it all boils down to control now for the Aura 233 side, to prove their mind. It's pretty much settled for the NATO gaming side. All right. Whatever happens in this match, they already won it. But then we're going to seaside control.
And we're hopping into it as soon as possible. 233, they had a great start in the season, but now they're falling short currently. I believe falling down to NATO, that's going to be their second loss. NATO is currently 3-2 now, so they're still currently tied in the standings, but NATO has got a way better positioning at the moment by winning Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. But it all comes down to this. Let's see if Aro can steal a point, just like what we saw from Legion when they faced Triple S. Starting on the attack though is Nato, and they're full slamming a 1-4 split, the default, and it looks like a quick capture.
Taking A.
Of course, NATO not wasting any time at all. NATO game inside, that's B right there. Was demo earlier, but now B holding onto that heel and holding it tightly for the team. It is 26-26. It's still very, very early, but then they're trying as much as possible to ensure that they cap the point. That's more important to them at this point. Cap that A flag.
The problem here now, if you're Nato, you fell down. The opening looks similarly to a 2-3 split, but look at what they did. They added a 3-2 here this time, so they're going to be focusing on B, while the other team is trying to attack A. So they got two options here. They can go for a quick B capture, while the other team can go for a spawn trap, but they will not look to do that. They want to play for the flank, and that's not exactly how you play it. But it looks like it's going to work, knowing that they're going to have two players coming through mid. So now Babushka and crew, it's all up to them to win and clean this feed. And they do. Flushing away Nato. Now they have the life count advantage. And also have stopped this team from capturing the third segment that grants Nato a 1 minute added to the clock.
Of course, it seems like a double capture for them. And they're handling it very well. Both points will pretty much end at the same time. That's Club moving in right there. Finally going in to capture that final segment. It gets shut down. That's not going to happen there early. 14-14. They're very much leveled at this point. They've been able to go ahead and capture the A objective. Bonus right now is to go ahead and force a complete capture for the B flag as well.
Interesting that Squid already has a War Machine overclock first on point. You're trying to push for spawns. I mean, you got a War Machine, yes, but you gotta have to make sure you delay these players. And look at that, 2 players left in the B point. It's their players are able to take care of that. Now the rest, we're focusing on the guys on the building, and that led to a capture on B quickly. Quick thinking coming through for Nato. Wow. You just love to see it. 1-0 now on
First round.
This game. Yeah, very aggressive, fast round that they got there through capture.
Going in again for the second one. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be going with the same aggressive strat. Started with earlier 2-3-3 there. They go ahead, clear point, War Machine coming in. And it's coming in really odd, going overextend. B knocked down the player, goes ahead. Spawn trap right now. It is all players back at spawn. Not a very good one for the 2-3-3 side right now, because yeah, the spawn trap will be coming in really hot right there. It gets shut down. Spawn trap doesn't really work well for him. Equalizer claps, shuts down the player. He gets shut down himself. Struggle back and forth, 21-24. War Machine Chinks holds on to that B flag, capping one segment, goes ahead, cap another one. War Machine working overtime, dealing damage. And of course, it gets shut down before it gets into, that next segment. Neto gaming side still looking good, 18-21. They're shutting down players back and forth. Rai comes in with the USS 9. Now it's spawn trap time again. It gets shut down as well. The 2-3-3 side, you have to hand it to them. They are also not letting anything slip at all. 16-18 is right now.
They're stopping it. They're getting the capture. So now 1 minute and 42 seconds to make an A side hit. But the thing here is, they could go and push the enemy spawn right away. Number 3, Gamebay, he's got himself an AR. He's got himself a claw. That is going to be a good position to stop Nato from getting the defense on the A side. All he has to do is just get 1 kill, get in the spawn real quick, put in the mixer, put them on the blender now. Rai is not going to have a great second, nor a minute. He's going to get cooked right now by Game Bay. He was on 6 in a row. Another Predator missile is going to get locked in the lobby. And Game Bay is just on point. He can't be stopped. Nato is searching for him. They have put out a warrant. He needs to get dealt with quick, and Claps is able to get through that. But all of those hard work that Game Bay provided, it still did not end up with an opening on the A site. They still had to go for it as a team right now.
Because NATO Gaming, Olden Ocon, as it Olden really tightly demo back there, goes down. Only 5 players left on the 2-3-3 side. So much work right there, but it's not amounting to anything. It's a 5v3 now. Claps shut down a player. It's now a 5v2. Looks good for them. Of course, it goes ahead, shut down the next one as well. Only Ossel is left with a momentous task of getting the team where they need to be. Claps on the other end. No way is a shutdown Clap. It is a 1v3 and he goes down himself. Too much work for just one man. 0-2 it is. It seems like a cruise in the park, a walk in the park for the NATO gaming side at this point.
Yeah, there was just so much errors that Aura did there. But they had a great glimpse of almost winning that round 2, if not for Game Bay. Right, the guy had so much spawn trap working for his team, but they just could not get inside of the point. The gunfights was kind of lacking there for them. And on the opening on this round 3, you got NATO just nading the players. It was, I believe, B with the nade, finds 3, and they get the first segment done right away.
Of course, they're not going to waste any time at all. Demo with the Vortex, but then it goes down. That Vortex ring gets to do so much work. That would have been nice if he was able to, you know, get in there for the team. But then that wouldn't stop the team anyways. That's B back there coming into the point. Let's see how they handle it back there. That's Gingbe pushes in. Chinks on the other end, giving that support, trying to ensure that they're not able to, you know, push in. But then the force is coming in really strong for the NATO gaming side. You have to give it to them. They are throwing in every piece of force that they have. Equalizer coming in from Babushka. It's gonna try to go ahead, overextend, and yeah, man has to be careful as well. But then Equalizer timing out would be nice to go ahead and get those kills right there. Knocks down B, gets shot down by Squid from behind. 17-15 it is, and it is going further and further. 48 seconds left on the time. It seems like they're going to go ahead and do the same double capture they did earlier.
They just got to get through Game Bay here. Nato is trying to push through, but Game Bay, he's been locked in with the DRH. She's just been smelling blood in the water and just fending off it. 23 kills, that's the highest in the lobby. And yeah, he's gonna try to access the spawn once again. And he's gonna have that claw anytime soon. He's gonna cycle in. And that means more eliminations coming from him. He just got to bring it at the right time. But nope, that's not gonna be the case. He's gonna fall down, it's gonna be right back at spawn. And that also gives Nato a chance to capture the A side, and they'll be closer to getting this win. Only 1 segment for them to get at the B side. And I'm not feeling confident right here. You gotta have to pull in all your big guns if you're Aura. You can't let this be the end of your game. You gotta force another round. Get a chance for you to win this. But now the War Machine comes through for Squid. Nato is pushing on the B side aggressively. B has got the Purifier. Close range wise, it's gonna deal some damage, and that one capture that they need is what they get. It's a quick 3-0, a sweep in the series. This is NATO Gaming for you.
Clean sweep. NATO Gaming, obviously the most experienced side coming into the series tonight, and they've shown the capacity winning all 3 maps. Clean sweep for them, leaving nothing in the plate for the Aura 2-3-3 side. Aura has not been able to show any aura here tonight. The aura diminished by the NATO gaming side. Excellent gameplay, winning control back at C side.
That's really that's really what you gotta expect, right? With this kind of players from NATO, with the way that they were able to display the Harper was the most astonishing part about this. Under 70s, crazy. They welcome Aura there, and
Yeah.
that was just like welcome to the membership club.
Oh
It's
my
free, take it.
God.
The standoff map is just quick, and if you can dominate on standoff, for sure you're gonna dominate on seaside as well.
Yeah, of course. And they showed that dominant 250-66 for hardpoint standoff. 250-66. And then 7-4 going into search and destroy, firing range, and then went all the way to seaside control with a 3-0 sweep. NATO Gaming was clearly on top tonight, trumping Aura 233 and diminishing all their aura tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Right now, you got the games finally done and dusted. It was Eclipse that ended up with now 10 map wins and 0 map losses on the first game. You got Triple Esto standing at number 2. You got NATO Gaming with this win right here. They are now currently number 4, if I'm not mistaken. So that is going to be great gains coming up ahead because we still got a lot more games here in the Africa Champions League. So you make sure to drop us a follow, like and share on this
Of
official
course.
social media because you gotta have to make sure you gotta watch the best and the hottest league in Africa right now, which is this tournament for Call of Duty Mobile. I haven't seen Ace Gamer play yet, so I want to see them tomorrow. I'm excited to see what they can provide because they're currently at the top. 11 wins,
Yeah.
1 map loss. Man, this team is big.
Being able to go ahead and topple, cast esport right there. They're really showing that they've the big gun in this match. It would be nice to go ahead and see what they have for us tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts for the end of the day, man. I mean, for me, the highlight was NATO Gaming.
Yeah, exactly. NATO Gaming all the way. NATO Gaming all the way, all the way. They came in tonight with a lot of confidence. They came the way the way the strats were coming in. They came in with a lot of confidence. That's just it, and that confidence showed in the field of play. Choking those players. They sort of cornered the 233 players over and over again, not letting them have any reach at all. And that's what you want to that's what you would expect or of a better side. You want to ensure that you choke them, make sure that they're not able to you don't make any slips, they're not able to get any advantage at all, and they did that, and they did that comfortably well. So yeah, kudos to them.
That's it right now. That is gonna end up as our final game of the day. I mean, we started at 7 p.m. West African time. Now, currently, it's been 3 hours if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, it's definitely an amazing gameplay that we were able to watch. All 3 matches that we saw had so much great moments on it, and yeah, I'm happy to be here just to witness what the African region is all about. And I hope this year you guys get a slot, man. I mean, so much talents in this region, so many passionate
Yeah, would
people,
be beautiful.
so
Would be
many.
beautiful to see Africa,
Yeah, bro. I
just
tell
go
you,
ahead and represent.
just give Africa a chance in Europe, bro. I swear, if you're not gonna get a slot, give this region, what? An EU, man.
African
Middle
chance.
East, Middle East, EU, Africa, bro. Merge them. Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
Wallahi,
Will be
bro.
great to see.
I feel like I feel like at this point, if we don't see it, I don't know. You guys, I think this region deserves it, honestly, because of how much teams you guys got here. If I'm impressed with NATO Gaming, for sure, I'd be damn crazy watching Ace Esports. Wallahi, I swear to God, I want to see them play already.
Of course, we'll be seeing that tomorrow. And I think with that, we've come to the end of the Africa Champions League for tonight. It's been back to back fire. Don't forget to follow all the social media handles: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, back and forth. It's been Onaga here tonight. Of course, the heavyweight Vitality Kali taking you through all the actions. I'll see you again tomorrow.
He's out.
No surrender, just commitment. I see visions, eyes closed, shut, heart monitor going crazy. Medics panicking. Woke up from the stretcher in the res, removing the bandages. Hopes up, I'ma catch whoever made me suffer these damages. Power level breaking screens, they like, wait, look at them scampering. Rejuvenated, reborn, I'm basically the man again. Made the world stand still, they amazed, frozen like mannequins. Kick the door off the hinges, make way, someone needs banishing. They ain't think I was able, but I'm Kane when it come to savageness. I'ma finish it. 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 Still got a little fight. 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 I'ma finish it. Little this, little that. Everyone pulling triggers full of max. Talking feces cause they full of that. Ain't really G's, they GNATs, they really just next. Scratch them off, power balls. Look at them spinning, they really spin offs. Getting me dizzy, give me a headache, maybe wanna tear my head off. I could really use the Tylenol. Candy rappers talking good and plenty, it's really too many to mention, but no, I'm tired of y'all. Suck to infinity, you could never be my enemy. You make me look good, I should be hiring y'all. I'm reborn, I'm basically the man again. Made the world stand still, they amazed, frozen like mannequins. Kick the door off the hinges, make way, someone needs banishing. They ain't think I was able, but I'm Kane when it come to savageness. I'ma finish it. I'ma finish it. I'ma finish it. I'ma finish it.